Hello again, Lion Faithful, and welcome to the final game of the season. Coming to you tonight from the friendly confines of T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium, I'm Boxing Bob Muty with Baseball Bentley Love on color commentary and Mighty Matthew Middleton at the controls. It's senior night, a special time when all seniors participating in sports, band, cheerleading, and drill team, and volleyball are recognized for their dedication to their individual specialty. Bentley, you must be pretty familiar with this ceremony.
Yeah, I graduated last year and was pretty involved in my years of high school. I wasn't really all that involved senior year and much stuff down there on the field, but I know what it felt like for my FFA banquet senior year, and so I kind of know what these guys are feeling, knowing this is going to be the last time they step on this field as a player, band member, flash, cheerleader, whatever it may be. And it's a bittersweet feeling, It's a little bit sad because it's a chapter coming to an end, but you just got to remember that when God closes one door, he's going to open another one. So while it might seem a little sad right now, there's going to be some good that comes out of it at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, you did a little announcing, didn't you?
I did, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
A list of noteworthy football seniors has to start with quarterback Anthony Johnson, who's run 127 times for 856 yards and 11 touchdowns, while passing for an additional 1,110 yards and 14 touchdowns. Defensively, defensive end Khalil Parker and linebacker Jonathan Sampson have provided super leadership for the younger Lions. Terrell comes into this game with a 6-3 record, 3-3 in district, and tied for third place. They need a win tonight over the Lions to secure a playoff spot, and Bentley, I'm afraid the Tigers will be loaded for bear.
Yeah, they're definitely coming out here playing. They got a lot on the line tonight, but these Greenville players aren't going to roll over and just let them have it because this is their senior night, and they definitely want to win this game. So I expect it to be a hard-fought battle. This Terrell team's really good, but this Greenville team's shown flashes of being really good several times this season, and Terrell might come out on top on this game, but it's not going to be an easy fight by any means for them. They're going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah. Well, Terrell is coached by Marvin Sudbury Jr. and assisted by his dad, former Lion mentor Marvin Sr. Top performers for the Tigers include quarterback defensive back Lyndon Henderson, a small but elusive player who may be splitting time tonight due to a broken hand. Senior running back Chase Bingman, a 5'8", 165-pound senior, has carried the ball 180 times, Bentley, for 1,278 yards and 24 touchdowns. That's an average of 7.1 yards per game.
1,278 yards in a season. That is a lot of yardage. And, I was talking to some people earlier today, and they know he's really good. They know they're going to have their hands full with him tonight. But the Lions have a pretty good defensive front up there. So if there's a position for the offense to be strong in that the Lions have a good shot at stopping, I would say it's probably that run game.
Yeah, they got to be keying on Bingman for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll probably be calling these names tonight for Terrell's defense. Number 31, senior linebacker Jared Guajardo, 96 tackles, 5 of them for a loss. Number 6, junior defensive end Ibrahim Fotano, 90 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss. Number 33, junior linebacker Orlando Thompson, 86 tackles. And junior defensive end Keandre Johnson, 6'3", 230 pounds, 50 tackles, with 17 being for a loss. Bentley, it looks like Johnson may be looking to add to his 9.5 sacks tonight versus another Johnson of about the same size.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough battle between the two Johnsons tonight, but it's definitely going to be a good one, and Anthony Johnson's probably going to be under a little bit of pressure tonight, but we've seen him perform well under pressure before, so we'll hope to see a little bit more of that tonight as he's going to have his hands a little bit full with this Terrell defense.
Well, we've seen him scrambling a good part of the season, and hopefully the offensive line will be able to control the Terrell offense a little bit better. They are not nearly as big up front on both sides of the ball as these two teams that we've just got done playing.
Yeah, for sure. And as far as Johnson being under pressure tonight, like you mentioned, he's a really good runner and can definitely make something happen with his legs. So if he can just find one small gap when he's getting pressured, we've seen him tear off for some big runs this season, and it's not the end of the world if they get back there a little bit, because he might slip out and tear off a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, he'll run over some people too.
He will.
I was looking at last year's roster for Terrell, and Keandre Johnson has gained 30 pounds over the last year.
It's a lot of gain in 1 year, and I bet a lot of that is muscle. I bet that dude is going to be a force to be reckoned with tonight.
Yeah, he's probably spent some time in the weight room.
Yeah.
At this morning's Lion Dad's breakfast meeting, team chaplain Brent Grissom spoke about execution and focus on the ball and on Jesus. Brent has been with the team for 5 seasons and stands on the sidelines with his son for every game, home and away. Of course, the players enjoyed breakfast, which is always provided by men in the community. This event is one aspect of the quality of the program brought by Coach Randy Jackson. And I had an opportunity to talk with Miss Sampson, who's the athletic director secretary and also mother of Jonathan Sampson. And she took me into the field house and showed me some banners.
Yeah, and I went by there a little bit this afternoon and talked with Miss Sampson for a little while and got a good look at those banners. And there's 10 of them in total up, and they've got several different phrases on them, from "it's personal" to "get better 1% every day," to something like "it matters." There's all kinds of motivational sayings in there to help keep the guys focused. And probably my favorite one of all of them is one it's real plain. It's gray with red lettering, but it says discipline wins. And I think that's probably one of the biggest ones, because this team has been pretty dang disciplined all season long. And so I feel like that one fits this team pretty well. There's also some cool ones that are just pictures of lions, but boy, they are ferocious looking, and they make you want to get hyped up and get ready. Kind of a little bit like the lion on the field house over there.
Uh-huh.
Some of them are even a little bit meaner looking than that, but they are definitely cool and definitely add another layer to that field house and spruce it up a little bit. So it's really cool.
Well, we'll get probably to talk a little bit more about those banners later in the broadcast. With senior night tonight, we'll have lots going on here in just a few minutes, so we'll be back with a more in-depth look at tonight's contest after these messages from GEUS.
I own an electric company.
I own a power plant.
I own an internet provider.
Because I'm the owner, real people answer my calls.
Since I'm the owner, I can walk right in and talk to people face to face.
As an owner, a technician comes to my house to make sure my internet problem is fixed right.
At GEUS, we treat you like you own the place, because you do. GEUS, true local ownership. When GEUS first brought electricity to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 130 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Competitive rates, reliable electricity, and hometown customer service. GEUS, delivering reliable electric service to our hometown for more than 130 years.
Bob Muty and Bentley Love back here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium on senior night. Had an opportunity to sit, of course, with Jonathan Sampson this morning at breakfast. I'm kind of the lion dad for Johnny and for Mario Valentine. And those guys get to do some serious eating at breakfast on those lion dads meetings.
I bet, and that's a good thing. You need a good breakfast to start your day off on a game day.
Yeah. They like donuts especially.
Hey, you gotta get something to fuel you, and donuts aren't a bad choice as long as you're putting in the effort and putting in the work to go along with it.
Well, the big eaters especially like the donuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got to be down there in the trenches pushing each other around, so every little bit helps.
The guys in the booth here with me were all sporting new Greenville football sweatshirts. And here's Mighty Matthew in the background here. These are courtesy of Coach Jackson. He wanted the guys in the broadcast booth to feel like a part of the team. Mm-hmm. And as he's doing with the Lion Dads, he's getting them invested in the team, and it's really a good thing.
Yeah, and they're nice. They're really soft, really warm, and the coaches are wearing the same ones down there on the sideline. So
brand spanking new.
They're
They
really
even
cool.
Smell good.
They do. They do.
Now I notice underneath that sweatshirt, and both of you have a little Ranger memorabilia.
Yeah, I think Matthew might have zoomed in on it on the side there earlier. The World Series logo on my hat, but. It's been a long time coming, but I know these guys have been watching the Rangers a little bit longer than me. I know I'm super excited that they finally got one done, but definitely was a fun game to watch last night, and nice to see them finally get one after, I believe it was like 52 years, something like that. So heartbreaking 2011 is not the first thing people will bring up anymore when they talk about Rangers in the World Series. They'll talk about 2023 and the year we got it done.
Yep. Well, Matthew's able to take his sweatshirt off and show you his, but Bentley have a little bit of problem trying to get his off with his headset. So you have to take a look. He's got the same T-shirt that the players were wearing last night after the game once they clinched the World Series title. But that was, I'll tell you what, that was just really, really cool.
It was. Yeah, I mean, it still doesn't feel 100% real. It still feels like somebody's going to say, no, we're just kidding. But it's crazy. It's a crazy feeling for sure.
Yeah. Well, we've got a bunch of really good senior football players down here that'll be introduced shortly. Coach Jackson told me that at some point, I believe after the game, he's going to have the seniors line up probably along the sideline, and he's going to have the players and coaches file in front of them and shake their hands or give them a hug. So everybody will have an opportunity to speak with each one of the senior players, which I think is a really neat idea.
Yeah, I agree. That's awesome. And because, those coaches have made an enormous impact on a lot of these players, all the players, but definitely these seniors. Yeah. And I think that's great that they're going to do something like that. So.
Yeah, the culture change has begun with Coach Jackson. We can only hope that it will continue on into the next couple of years, and this football program will be turned around to a winning record rather than what probably is going to be a 3-7 record today if they can't handle Terrell tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an exciting thought.
Well, I thought getting back to Nathan Avaldi, I thought he did a pretty good job last night for hanging in there with Zach Gallen, who was pitching a no-hitter for over 6 innings. But here come the seniors for Greenville, and I guess Matthew's got the camera on them now. Can you hear the audio? Okay, we're going to get the audio from Patrick Just, the PA announcer.
Sander Gonzalez, son of Valentina Reyes and Francisco Gonzalez. Anthony Johnson, son of McKintra Johnson and stepdad Tony Jones and brother of Shakiva Hayes. Richard Medina, son of Martha Navarez and Jose Lopez. Nathan Michelle, son of Kelly Michelle and David Michelle. Khalil Parker, son of Tiffany Parker and grandson of Sherry Morris. Jonathan Sampson, son of Olivia Sampson, along with his brother, sister, and aunt. Tommy Stretch, the third son of Tommy Stretch Jr. and Brianne Stretch. Jose Tolentino, son of Caratino and Graciela Tolentino. Isaiah Williams, son of Benji Williams and Charity Cross. Travell Oakley, escorted by Nikki Carnegie. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for our senior football players. And now our senior trainers. Emma Giselle, daughter of Sylvia Vaca and Sergio Flores. Cameron Gutierrez, son of Angel and Jennifer Gutierrez and Cynthia Pippin. Crystal Vasquez, sister of Rosa Myra and Raul Castillo. Jalicia Williams, daughter of Linda Jenkins. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior trainers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our senior cheerleaders. Lila B. Carolina Bowers, daughter of Kim and late Craig Bowers, and stepfather Tommy Lewis, and her sister Maddie Grady. Macy Brown, daughter of John and Micah Brown. Sanaya Reed, daughter of Amy Reed, sister of Zibalis Odoms. Sunny Sickles, daughter of Mike and Julie Sickles. Keegan Smith, daughter of Allison and Byron Smith. Savannah Wardlow, daughter of Jeff and Shelley Wardlow. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for our senior cheerleaders? And now our senior band members. Walter Abram, son of Tiana McGowan and stepson of Mario Cesar. Austin Carew, son of Deborah and James Carew. Caden Drake, son of David and Heather Drake. Adasa Gessman, daughter of Gypsy Gessman and Darren Crawford. Drum major Sebastian Gonzalez, son of Rebecca Martinez and Candido Gonzalez. Drum major Amy Guerrero, daughter of Ruby Hernandez, Moises Hernandez, and Ramon Guerrero. Jet Jaco, son of Wendy and Jeff Jaco. Charlie Pruitt, and Brandy Pruitt. Avery Severn, granddaughter of Chris and Kim Humble. Abraham Soto, son of Melissa and Ricardo Itriasanta. Brandon Tom, son of Andy Tom and Tina Tom. Anderson Valentine, son of Stacy Valentine. Jessica Santos, daughter of Annabella and David Santos. And ladies and gentlemen, let's recognize one more time our senior band members. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our senior color guard members. Gladys Adame, daughter of Gladys Rodriguez and Elias Adams. Pardon me, Elias Adams. Elias Adame. Madeline Blakely, daughter of Gertrude Blakely. Lieutenant Bella Guardo, daughter of Miguel and Heather Guardo. Captain Abigail Pierce, daughter of Jesse and Tabor Pierce. Kaylee Wilson, daughter of Ashley and Brian Wilson. And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our senior color guard members. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's recognize senior members of the oldest drill team in the world, our Greenville Fighting Flashes. Amy Alfaro, daughter of Irma and Carlos Alfaro. Ariel Alfaro, daughter of Rosie Riojas and Adolfo Alfaro. Amira Brookins, daughter of Kavita Mason. Major Benji Castillo, daughter of Rosa and Alberto Castillo. Tatiana Davis, daughter of Chad and Robin Davis. Colonel J.C. Nicole Dawson, daughter of Henry and Kim Dawson. Major Kiana Dixon, daughter of Jocelyn Dixon and Raymond Payton and Benny Barrett. Major Laura Gibson, daughter of Julie Gibson and the late Harry Gibson. Flash Guard Brylan Hill, son of Brandon Hill and Brooke Burns and Heather and Todd Prather. Flash guard, Vance Jack, son of Corey and Kimberly Jack. Lieutenant Colonel Jetson Leha, daughter of Imelda Martinez and Candy Leha. Flash guard, Don K. Morales, son of Hilda Perez and Jesus Morales. Major Kenna Priest, daughter of Heather Priest and Mark and Laura Priest. Cielo Sandoval, daughter of Eva Sandoval. Our social officer, Leslie Ugalde, daughter of Juliana Viede and granddaughter of Salvador and Francisco Vialde. Major Kira Van Winkle, daughter of Kelly Van Winkle and sister to Presley Van Winkle. Fans, get ready for Remington. Fans, get ready for Remington. And ladies and gentlemen, a big hand of applause for our Flaming Flash seniors. Everyone's up, please. 5, 6, and 5. Never mind. Thought they were done. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing our ROTC program, Senior Aiden Atley, son of Casey and Rowan Atley. Yulima Batres, escorted by her mother, Yulima Batres. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior ROTC members. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our senior choir members. Harmony Braumiller, daughter of Gregory Socio and the late Joanne Socio. Inessa Mosman, daughter of Olga and Paul Mosman. Zaria Phelps, daughter of Stephanie James and granddaughter of Tammy and Dennis James. And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our senior choir members and all of our seniors who have supported Greenville High School over their years. And here we go, be flat. 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7, and.
Okay, Bob Muty and Bentley Love here in the booth at Cotton Ford Stadium, and we've just had all the seniors introduced. I mentioned all the activities with the exception of choir, so choir members, I apologize. I think the choir members are probably going to do a rendition of the national anthem tonight to get us started, Bentley. I don't know about that.
I think you're right. I see a few mics out there at the 50-yard line, and that seems to normally mean they're going to be out there. So they're always really good and always do a beautiful rendition, so hopefully we'll get to hear another beautiful one tonight.
The a cappella choir is just amazing as far as I'm concerned. They always get to sing the national anthem before we get started on the Cotton Patch Challenge bicycle ride down in downtown Greenville. Third Saturday of every September. If you're a cyclist, come out and join us. The Rangers. Matthew said 4-game sweep.
Yeah,
Well, he missed it by 1.
I said 6, excuse me, but we were right there in the middle. So I was 1 game over. Matthew was 1 game under, but I'm just glad they got it done.
I wasn't even close. I said it would go the full 7. But I'm awful glad that Nathan Evaldi was the bulldog that he always is with men on base especially. Did you hear Mike Maddox after the game called him a traffic cop?
Yeah, I did not hear that. That's pretty funny. A traffic cop.
Yeah, because he had a lot of traffic on the bases in the first 5 innings. Finally got a clean inning in the 6th, but I'll tell you what, he was really grinding.
Yeah.
That was Maddox's first World Series ring. Mike Maddox has been in the game, what? Got to be 30 years or so, 40 maybe?
Something like that, a long time. And, I'm obviously really excited that the Rangers won in general, but I'm excited that guys like Mike Maddox and Tony Beasley, the third base coach, got a ring because both those guys were on the 2010 and 11 coaching staff.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, player and coach-wise, I think there might be 1 or 2 other guys, but I'm pretty sure they're really the only guys left, especially the only main guys that you see and hear about a lot that are still left. And so good thing for those 2 guys because they needed a ring on their resume.
Yeah, no question. Maddox was getting emotional at the end of the game. He was being interviewed by I don't know whether it's Bill Jones or one of the Fox broadcasters, but he was just about getting choked up. He was so excited about.
Speaking of like rings and deserving like that, I won a national award for one of my commercials for the cable television stuff. So
Did I not tell you that it was Mighty Matthew Middleton?
Well,
Here we
it's
get
good
an
reason
award.
now.
All right.
That's pretty cool. A national award.
it's called the Media Award.
The Media Award. That's pretty dang cool. Well, congratulations. That's neat.
That's wonderful, Matthew. I'm not surprised, though. I would have expected nothing less.
Yeah. Yeah.
What Mama said.
All right. Well, I told you we had some celebrities in the booth, but we might also have a guy by the name of John Earl as our halftime guest. I was talking to Coach Jackson this morning, and he said that I said, boy, it'd be good if we could get John up in the booth for halftime. John and his brother run a prison ministry. And they spoke at one of the Lion Dads breakfast, one of the first ones I went to, and I was very impressed. Both veterans of NFL and CFL, which is Canadian Football League. But,
Don't forget to give a shout out to your buddy or our buddy from Germany because every game he says to tell Bob.
yeah, Matthew's talking about Ben Rosen, and I mentioned that to Coach Jackson this morning that Ben listens to our broadcasts and always has a comment, mostly favorable comments, as a matter of fact, Bentley. And we appreciate you, Ben. If you're listening again, I hope you have a good season over there in Germany.
Yeah, appreciate all the support. And would have never thought when you asked me to do this that there would be people listening to our broadcast all the way over on the other side of the world. But, hey, I'll take it. That's pretty dang cool.
It's special. I want to talk about one other thing that Coach Jackson did with the players this morning. He asked the seniors, he said, okay, it's senior night. And then he had all the underclassmen, the sophomores and juniors, stand up. And he said, okay, seniors, look at these guys, okay? These are the future of Greenville High School football. And I was just reading a military book. And one of the things that the military does is when they line up for the chow hall, the enlisted men eat first. And you guys standing up, go to the chow line. So the seniors got a little dose of humility when Johnson did that. And now we've got the Greenville the Greenville alma mater, which Bentley could probably sing from heart, but we're not going to ask him to do that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to listen to me sing on air.
Looks like Terrell has won the toss, and they deferred. So Greenville will be receiving from the north end of the stadium. Terrell will be kicking off from our right to our left. Can't see the flag, Bentley. Do we have much wind blowing?
No, it doesn't look like there's really any blowing.
Hey, captains for Greenville. I noticed Jaden Johnson was one of the captains. I thought maybe they have all seniors, but of course Johnson's only a junior. He and Greg Washington, both running backs, are underclassmen. And now we do have the Greenville a cappella choir lined up at the 50-yard line with their microphones, and they're under the direction of Mr. Surface. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Scott Surface.
And his son was a football player.
He was, yeah, pretty dang good one too at that.
Yeah, he went up to A&M Commerce. I think he was on the team up there. I don't know how much playing time he got, but yeah. Still up there, Matthew?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Still on the team? Okay, so hopefully Michael's doing a good job, but he is a big kid, and he's got nice hair. Which is exactly what I said to Edwin Garcia this morning. Edwin was sitting there. He's a punter for Greenville, and he's got a mane kind of like what's that, Talamulo or something, the defensive back for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Here come the Tigers and the Lions. So we got a big cat fight tonight before we get to the national anthem. Terrell's dressed in white jerseys with red numerals, red pants, and red helmets. The Lions are countering with black uniforms, all black, with white numerals, and of course their traditional red helmets with the Georgia G or the Green Bay G or the Greenville G, whichever one you want to put there.
Uh-huh.
Both teams kneeling in the south end zone, asking for a little bit of blessing from the Lord. I mentioned I saw Jet Fifield at the breakfast this morning. Had his left arm in a sling, of course, but it was good to see him there, and also saw him down on the field supporting his teammates.
Yeah, and he's got a jersey on. No pads tonight, of course, but he's got a jersey on down there, and is going to be there rooting for his teammates and hoping they can pull out a win tonight in senior night.
Yeah, no catches for Jet tonight, but we're certainly glad he came through the surgery okay, and hopefully his career at the next level will not be affected by that surgery.
Yeah, well, he's going to PJC to play baseball on a scholarship, so hopefully he'll at least get a couple good seasons in there and then see where else life takes him.
Junior RTC is presenting the colors at the midfield right on the big Greenville G, and we're about to have the national anthem.
Yeah, they definitely do a great job, and I think Matthew said something about that's all seniors out there.
Yeah, that might not have been the a cappella choir, but if it wasn't, they're pretty darn good, I'll tell you.
Yeah, they are really good.
We're going to take a 30-second break to get our hats and microphones back situated, and we'll be back with the kickoff.
Introducing the new, better, fast GEUS commercial internet, the ultimate accelerator for your success. With speeds up to 500 megabytes, your productivity will soar to new heights. Power up your operations with GEUS's reliable and hometown service. Join the future of businesses' connectivity with GEUS's commercial internet. Visit our website at www.geus.org or call 903-457-2800 to supercharge your connection.
New, better, fast. The same excellent reliability and hometown service you've always counted on, now with faster speeds. Whether it is streaming, gaming, surfing the web, or working from home, GEUS is connecting you to the world. Sign up today at GEUS.org or by calling 903-457-2800.
We back on, Matt? We are back on. And Juan Abundis, a sophomore place kicker, gets this one down right at the 25-yard line where Nathan Michelle calls for the catch, fair catch. And the Lions will start. Actually, it's at the 26-yard line, so they get an extra yard, Bentley.
One extra yard, but hey, you know, in a game of inches, that extra yard can add up to a lot.
You just never know. Okay, Anthony Johnson, once again, 6'3", 220-pound quarterback. Wears number 13 on his back. He's got a red towel hanging on his right hip. Got the short sleeves kind of rolled up to probably show those guns. And he's waiting kind of at the sidelines, almost like he's in a slot position. So this is pretty interesting.
This is interesting.
Quarterback in the slot formation. And we'll have to figure out it's a fake with the ball. It might be Peyton.
It is. And it looks like he's going to pick up quite a bit of yardage. I'm not 100% sure how much.
Lost his hat once again. But Adrian Peyton was lined up in the shotgun formation, and Johnson went in motion, and he faked the pitch to Johnson and kept going. And it looks like there's going to be a face mask penalty early on against the Tigers. So a 15-yard walk-off against them.
Yeah, and hey, we'll take that extra yardage there because Peyton looks like he's all right, so we'll take the extra 15.
I think Peyton did get the line to gain, so the ball is spotted inside Greenville territory now, and there's a handoff, and with good yardage is Greg Washington. Impressive start so far for the Lions.
Yeah, 2 plays and a whole lot of yardage picked up.
That is a first down for Washington. Good hold off the right guard there. Now Johnson is back at the shotgun quarterback formation. Drops straight back, looking downfield. Peyton is behind his man, but the ball is thrown out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and Peyton had his man beat by about a step, but unfortunately the ball was just a hair off target. So they're going to start over again here with 2nd and 10 on the Terrell 39-yard line.
Peyton is a pretty quick guy, and you know he's a leading receiver for Anthony Johnson. Johnson now rolling to his right, breaks outside, and he's going to be brought down after a pickup of about 4.
Yeah, so a good little pickup for Johnson's going to bring up right at about 3rd and 6 for the Lions here with a little over 11 minutes left in the first quarter.
Pretty much by himself, almost like an empty set. Peyton goes in motion, crosses in front of Johnson. There's 2 receivers left. A little bubble screen. Caught in the 30, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone for a touchdown is the aforementioned Adrian Peyton.
There we go, and Peyton went from the far sideline all the way over to the near sideline and all the way into the end zone there for right at about a 39-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and there had to be some really good blocking by his fellow receivers downfield because, you know, Peyton was able to just cut back across the entire field. He was lined up on the left side in the slot, and he scored at the right pylon.
Yeah.
Nick Just now in formation for the kick. Out of the hold of it looks like Daniel Renner, and the kick is good. Lions quickly up 7-0 with 10:36 remaining.
Yeah, just a minute and a half off the clock.
We'll be tied, right? Yeah, Danny Black, of course, a former player here in Greenville, a really good football player back in the days of Marvin Sudbury's leadership. And he's now the press box manager, so he's the guy who calls the elevator for us every time we get here.
Yeah, and we're grateful for that. He keeps the elevator moving for us, keeps us fed, and keeps everything taken care of up here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Peddler's Pizza is always on hand for us. Keep us happy.
And we're grateful for it.
Coach Jackson, now he's got the offensive team down on the bench, and he's really saying, "Hey, way to go, guys! We got this going." All right, here's Reagan Goggins. Tries the onside kick, and Terrell does recover right at the 50-yard line. It was close. A couple of black-shirted Lions had an opportunity to grab that one, but looks like number 2, Markel Hambrick, was able to collar that one and set Terrell up with very good field position.
Yeah, and the Lions almost got it there, but that number 2, Markel Hambrick, came in out of nowhere and was able to snag it before a Lions player was able to grab it.
Coach Jackson told me he got some tricks up his sleeve for Terrell tonight, and I guess that was one of them. 1st and 10, Terrell. Quarterbacking is Elijah Stafford. He wears number 9 on his back, and he gives to Bingman, and Bingman is not going anywhere.
Yeah, taken down at the line of scrimmage by a whole pride of Lions there for no gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 still from the 50-yard line.
So Mario Valentine at the bottom of that, and had 2 other black-shirted helpers. 2nd, we'll call it a long 9 for Terrell. So far, a pretty good start for the Lions with the touchdown and then a pretty good defensive stand on 1st down. Handoff this time to Bingham, and this time he's loose. He's down at the 20, being sought from behind by Renner, and he's brought down right at the 1-yard line. That's a story we've said before. Daniel Renner has just got a propensity for dragging guys down from behind, but what a run.
Yeah, he's got some elite speed there, and that has been very helpful to the Lions this season, having him in the secondary, because he's a really good pass defender, but if somebody catches a ball, I mean, he's known to chase him down from the other side of the field.
Yeah, that was a 48-yard burst by Bingman, and I don't think anybody laid a glove on him until Renner got him. 1st down, the 1st down is stopped for a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from right at about the 2-yard line.
It's like Sampson was in on the bottom of that one. Now spotted at the 2, so it's a loss of a yard. I bet Bingman hasn't been run down from behind too many times this year.
No, probably not, but Renner's got that speed to catch just about anybody.
Well, off and on, Terrell and Greenville have been rivals for probably 20 or 30 years. Fake handoff, and finding his man wide open in the end zone is Stafford for an easy Terrell touchdown.
Yeah, and that was just a simple case of a lot of Greenville defenders bit on the fake handoff, and unfortunately that one Terrell receiver was able to sneak off and get open.
Well, we talked about keying, the defenders keying on Chase Bingman, and that's exactly what happened, and that freed up the, might have been a tight end. Didn't catch the number on that truck. And it looks like there's going to be a flag on the attempt here. There was some movement by the defensive end, which caused some movement from one of the Terrell blockers, and we'll see which way it's going to be called. Looks like Markel Hambrick is going to be holding for the placements. That is number 2, isn't it, Bentley?
I believe you're right. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Okay. Juan Abundis is going to have to kick this one from 5 yards further back. So a full start penalty against Terrell. Only the second penalty of the game, both against the Tigers.
Yeah, and I didn't see him kick any pregame, but I bet he's got the leg to make this.
Well, he's a bigger kid than I expected. Looks like he's about 6 feet tall and probably weighs about 180 pounds. Gets leg into this one. He is left-footed, and the kick is plenty long and good. Terrell 7, Greenville 7, 8:56 remaining. Bentley and I'll be back in just a minute.
Careful use of our energy resources is a GEUS priority, and we know that saving money as well as energy is important to our customers. Did you know that you can save money year-round by making small changes to your thermostat? Save money and energy year-round by installing a programmable thermostat. Program a setting comfortable for your whole family while you're home. Program the thermostat while you are away 7 to 10 degrees or more cooler in the winter and warmer in the summer. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, you can save as much as 10% per year by doing this. Weather impacts our heating and cooling costs, causing our units to run more, especially during extreme.
Okay, back here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium, I'm Bob Muty alongside Bentley Love. Terrell's kicking off now. Juan Abundis, the second kickoff for him tonight. They had the initial kickoff, so they all get the opportunity to receive it to begin the second half. Pretty surprising first 4 minutes tonight, or 3 minutes actually.
Yeah, not a ton of defense, but a whole lot of offense thus far.
Several first downs for Greenville on their way to a touchdown, and Terrell really didn't get a first down, but they didn't need it because Bingman ran off a 48-yarder and before he was dragged down from behind by Renner.
Yeah, and we knew they were going to have their hands full with Bingman, but he's definitely good, but not unstoppable.
Okay, a little bit of a delay down on the field. The referees were trying to get things set up. The white hat is down at the 5-yard line backing into the end zone, and the linesman is running. And it's a pop-over kick. And once again, Michelle takes it this time at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, so a lot better start in field position for the Lions this go-around than the first go-around. I mean, it's not like starting at the 26 is bad field position, but starting at the 31 is really good, or looks like they're going to give it to him at the 32.
Well, Abunda seems to have a pretty good leg. I'm kind of surprised he's kicking him short. I guess he doesn't want to test the speed of Dadrian Payton or Isaiah Williams back there at deep returns.
Well, and I can't say that I blame him.
No. Okay, history of Greenville running back kickoffs is pretty good, and there's a procedure penalty this time against the Lions. Payton went in motion, and I think somebody else moved at the same time. So first penalty against the Lions. Difficult way to start the second series, but let's see if the Lions can overcome it. Johnson set with Washington and Michelle and Payton once again in motion. Now he stops, resets. Seems like there was some confusion there on Payton's part. Now he's going again. Fakes to Payton, rolling to his right, throws low, intended for Davenport, incomplete.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 15 from the 26.
The timing of Payton's motion seems to be kind of fractured.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and I think that's something they'll get figured out here pretty quick. But obviously you don't want to be at 2nd and 15, but we've seen the Lions tear off some big gains this season, so I'm not too worried about it yet.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Anthony Johnson standing his own 20-yard line, drops back a couple of steps, looking downfield. Now he's trying to scramble, still on his feet, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's up beyond the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so it looks like he's going to pick up about 9 yards or so on the play, maybe 8.
Brings up a 3rd and manageable for the Lions in their own territory. Ball spotted at 36. Everybody looking over to the coaching staff for the sign. Got Coach Jarvis and is that Coach Crumpton down there flashing the signs in. Johnson once again. Anthony Johnson's got a first down.
So there we see a big tear off by Johnson, which we've seen plenty of times this season, but always good to see it again.
He's running behind big number 79, Isaiah Wells. Once again, Johnson drops back, trying to scramble, go rolling to his right, throwing downfield, airs it out, throws it out of bounds. Just didn't have enough horsepower to get that one downfield to Peyton.
Yeah, and he was met by a lot of pressure there, but he was able to get out and almost make something of it, so a pretty good play there by the senior quarterback.
I like these black uniforms with the white numbers. They're a whole lot easier for me to identify.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Davenport split to the right. Johnson hands to Washington, going around the left side, and he's collared. I think that's Keandre Johnson that might have grabbed a hold of Washington.
Yeah. We'll see here in just a second what that flag is. I think it's either going to be a collar or maybe face mask, but we'll see here in just a second.
That had to be Keandre Johnson. He's the biggest guy down there for Terrell by a long shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like it is going to be a face mask call against Terrell, so it's going to give the Lions a first down here.
Well, that's the second face mask penalty against Terrell, so they've racked up at least 35 yards in penalties, including the 5-yarder on that placement. So 1st and 10 for the Lions, now inside the 40-yard line. Johnson has Washington to his right. Michelle goes in motion, sets up strong left, and there's another, looks like false start against the Lions. Could you identify exactly what's going on, Bentley, with that?
No, I couldn't quite tell. I mean, I saw somebody move in motion, and then I saw a bunch of Terrell defenders pointing at him, so I'm guessing maybe a couple guys in motion.
So probably some of the new plays that Coach Jackson has instituted didn't totally sink in with all 11 guys. 1st and 15 now. Ball back at the 45-yard line. Johnson looking deep. Peyton is behind his receiver once again, but Johnson throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, and Johnson's just having a little bit of trouble early honing in on Peyton and hitting him downfield, but I think we've seen him have a struggle a little bit in the first quarter before, and in the end he seems to typically calibrate his arm correctly, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
and zone in on Peyton and get a couple big gains down the field.
And looked like another penalty maybe against Terrell.
Yeah.
Didn't see the call. Offside against Terrell.
I think that's what I heard.
Okay, so that'll get back the 5 yards that the Lions lost, or had their procedure penalty. So we're still first down, according to the down marker. Johnson on a dive, breaks tackles, finally brought down in the secondary at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, so a big gain there by Johnson. And going to bring up 1st and 10 from right at about the 33-yard line, maybe 34.
Lions not having any trouble moving the ball, whether it be Washington or Johnson or throwing in the air, getting it in the air to Peyton. Once again, on the out and up, Peyton goes up over the defender, makes a spectacular catch for another Greenville touchdown.
Yeah, and that's Peyton's second touchdown pass, touchdown reception of the night, and maybe Johnson's second touchdown pass. I'm not sure if they're going to count that first one as a pass.
Oh, yeah, clearly. Oh, yeah, that was downfield, yeah. So the Anthony Johnson-Dadrian Peyton connection has already struck twice tonight, and Nick Just is going to attempt the 14th point for Greenville. 6:49 remaining. Have 3 touchdowns scored already. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good. No, it's not good. It's off to the right, so Just very uncharacteristically misses an extra point.
Well, and I saw several Terrell defenders bust through the line, and I'm wondering if maybe one of them got their hand on the ball barely.
Yeah. Well, we'll take 30 seconds to figure everything out. We'll be right back after this message. (13-6), the Greenville Lions lead the Terrell Tigers in this cat fight tonight. And boy, it's been a fight.
It has. And 6 minutes and 49 seconds still to go in the first quarter, and there has been a lot of scoring. 20 total points between the two teams so far.
Lots of green turf has been covered. Short popover kick by Goggins. Taken at the 36-yard line by one of the Terrell receivers. I think that may be number 15, David Wells, the third, who has been assigned the task of trying to guard Adrian Payton.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big task there.
Well, he was he or somebody. They actually had Payton double covered on that touchdown pass. Payton just went up over top of him and made a great catch.
Yeah, had him double covered, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day.
1st and 10 for Terrell. Bingman straight up the middle. A host of Lions led by Sampson and Oakley keep Bingman to call it a 4-yard gain. Edwin Garcia is on the right side linebacker spot. Hand off to Bingman going around the right side. He's caught from behind.
Yeah, and that's
nice play.
A big loss. Take them all the way back to the 37. And that was number 26, Khalil Parker, I believe, on the tackle.
Yeah, he just penetrated and just blew that play up. He's known to do that quite a bit. Khalil Parker's a player.
Yeah, he really is.
3rd and almost 10 yards. Bingman takes a handoff, bounces off, but is brought down at about the 42-yard line. And it brings up 4th down, so let's see what Marvin Sudbury Jr. is going to do. It looks like it's a referee's timeout for an injured player. One of the Greenville Lions is on the turf, so we'll take a 30-second break and come back and give you a report. Injured player was number 28 linebacker Ruben Enriquez, but this is bringing up a 4th down, a punting situation for Terrell. Got to be careful about a fake at this point. Not bad field position for Terrell. That's probably Abundis in punt formation. Snap is good, and the left footer gets it away. It's a low kick, bounces at the 36-yard line, takes a good Terrell roll, and it's dead at about the 25-yard line where the Lions will set up shop.
Yeah, and going back to talking a little bit about Ruben for a second, we saw him walk off under his own power, and I saw him doing some arm stretches on the sideline, just working his arms out. So I think he might have just strained something or something maybe a little bit, but I think we'll probably see Ruben again tonight. Not guaranteeing that by any means, but I think we probably will.
Might have been a little shoulder stinger, and I assume he was probably in on that stop.
Yeah.
On Bingman that prevented the conversion.
Looked like he might have been at the bottom of the pile.
He's down there a lot.
Yeah.
Guy makes a lot of tackles. Okay, 1st and 10 Greenville, 25-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Johnson powers ahead, and he's going to move the sticks once again.
Yeah, so another big 1st down pickup for Johnson and the Lions. as that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line.
The big guy is having his way with the white-shirted Tigers tonight.
Well, and I can understand why. He's a pretty hard guy to stop.
Getting good support from the guys up front. We'll try to identify them. Here goes Washington off the left side. He's got some room to run, and he's close to moving the chains. Junior Greg Washington. This is as much room as we've seen him have to run in quite a while.
Yeah, going up against Lovejoy and Melissa in back-to-back weeks, this is probably looking like wide-open field for him.
Johnson straight back. Pressure from Keandre Johnson. He throws it up. This looks like a bad deal here. Peyton comes back and almost gets it. Boy, that was a duck, and I thought Terrell was going to have a shot to get the intersection there.
Yeah, and it hit Peyton in the hands, but unfortunately he was met by a defender and wasn't able to hold on to it.
He did a good job playing defense, actually.
Yeah, he did.
All right, 3rd down, a short 2 for the Lions at the 44-yard line. Nick just over center, and there's another penalty. And once again, this one may go against the Lions. Lions are going to have to get this worked out. I don't know exactly what's going on, but this is a 3rd procedure penalty against Greenville, and that makes it a much more difficult 3rd down.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 3rd and 7, it looks like. And so a lot more yardage to get than 3rd and 2. But I think they can do it. They put a second running back in, it looks like.
Yeah, here comes Jaden Johnson into the game. Michelle moves out to the slot on the right side. So we got almost like a wishbone formation. Johnson drops straight back, getting blocking from Jaden Johnson. Now he's going to keep it. And there's another penalty on the play. Johnson just drops the ball. He was carrying it in one hand, and he just lost the handle.
Yeah, so he got up about a yard short of the 1st down, but we're going to see what the flag is on the play here.
Anyway, he lacks about a yard for the line to gain, and they're walking back against the grain here, so this will be a penalty against Greenville. We got some very flag-happy referees again tonight, Bentley, it appears.
Yeah, it appears you're right.
And this is a hold. So that's a 10-yard walk-off. So that really makes it tough for 3rd down.
Yeah, so that's going to take it from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7 to now 3rd and 17.
Washington quickly off the field. So Jaden Johnson next to Anthony Johnson in the backfield. Once again, Johnson drops straight back. He's under pressure. He overshoots Peyton at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and Peyton was met by some pretty good defensive effort there by the Terrell Tigers on that play.
Yeah, once again, that was Wells in coverage, and I think he had a little help from the safety. So the aforementioned Edwin Garcia back in punt formation, standing at his own 17-yard line. Snap is good. Once again, the kick by Garcia is high, but not very long. And wow, Edwin didn't get the distance he wanted on that one.
Yeah, so it's going to give the Tigers pretty good field position here, looking like they're going to start right at about the 39-yard line or so.
Yeah, that was a very uncharacteristic effort by Garcia. That's probably going to net less than the 10 yards on that punt.
Yeah, unfortunately so. 41-yard line, excuse me.
So 1st and 10 for Terrell, still in Greenville territory, so that was unfortunate. There wasn't any pressure on Garcia either. He just must have had to go off the side of his foot or didn't get his toe down. Here comes a run around the left side. It's going to pick up good yardage. That is not Bingman. That time it's Jaden Hall. So Hall gets a 1st down for Terrell. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Hamrick under center. This time hands to Bingman. Bingman going around right side. He's loose on the far side. He's down to the 10, the 5, and he's into the end zone for a Terrell touchdown.
Yeah, so big tear-off run there for Bingman, as it looks like that's going to be about a 28-yard gain and another Terrell Tigers touchdown.
He's pushing 100 yards already.
Yeah.
48 and 28, plus a couple other times that he had the ball. He did a number on Greenville last year down in Terrell. Boy, he was special.
Yeah.
So Abundis now lines up for the extra point. Hold is good, and the kick is good. So via that, they take a 14-13 lead over the Lions with 3:26 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a minute. Number 17, Juan Abundis, handles all the kicking for the Terrell Tigers. He's only a sophomore, but he handles the punting and the place kicking as well as the kickoffs. So Abundis standing 5 yards away from the ball, approaches, and once again, it's a short kick. It's going to bounce. Lions got to cover that one, and quickly, it is covered. That might be Nick Just that got on that.
It is indeed. So that's going to give the Lions the ball right at about their own 32-yard line.
That's kind of a void in that return formation.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a pretty smart play by Abundis to kick it where he did. Very alert play by Nick Just to get coverage on that thing at the 32. So the Lions, once again, good field position to start. 27 points already. We're still in the first quarter, folks. And we've been playing for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and lots of stoppage of plays between penalties and that one injury and everything. So a long quarter for sure.
Only a single receiver split on either side for a run by Jaden Johnson. And Johnson picks up good yardage.
Yeah, so it's going to be second down and about 3 for the Lions.
High snap, fake to Johnson, and it's kept by Johnson. He doesn't have to call me Johnson.
So
Anthony Johnson on the run, Bentley.
A first down pickup there by A.J. Going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Maybe that's a good way to identify our quarterback, A.J. Looking downfield, he's got pressure now, and he's brought down for a loss of a couple yards. That might be Keandre Johnson. He doesn't have to call me Johnson.
Yeah, and that's some of the first, or that's not by any means the first pressure AJ's faced all night, but the first time they've been successful in getting him down.
2nd and 12 for the Lions. Ball spotted just inside the 40-yard line of Greenville. Handoff this time to Jaden Johnson. Johnson's got good yardage off left tackle. That's Medina and Jaden, or Victor Osornio on that side of the ball. So that's a good pickup by Johnson behind those two big eaters. So third, we'll call it a long 6 yards for Greenville. Johnson fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and A.J. goes down short of the line to gain.
Yes, that's going to bring up 4th and about 4 from the Lions' 48-yard line, as it looks like they might leave the offense out there.
Yeah, they're in their own territory, but after Garcia's last effort with the punt, maybe Coach Jackson decided just to go for it. Isaiah Williams split to the right. I assume that's Peyton split far to the left. Nathan Michelle in the H-back formation. And Jackson's going to take a timeout with 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Pretty exciting first 12 minutes, Bateman.
Yeah, it definitely has been a pretty exciting first quarter.
We've called number 88, Keandre Johnson, several times already for Terrell, and he's a physical specimen, and he's really wreaking havoc with AJ.
Yeah, he is. He's been back there tormenting him all night long.
So we got to get him handled. He lines up on either side, I guess, depending upon maybe the strength of the formation. But I saw him quite a bit on the right defensive end, but that time he was lined up on the defensive left end position.
Yeah.
Looks like the Lions are going to opt to punt it away. Probably not a bad decision since it's in their own territory. As long as they can keep Bingman away from the long runs, this is probably a good decision. Let's see if Garcia gets a better effort here. I'm betting he does.
I bet he does too.
High snap. Garcia gets a high kick away. It's going to come down. It's muffed. Muffed at the 21-yard line. Let's see if the guy covered or whether Greenville got it.
It looks like they are going to go ahead and say Terrell got on it, and that was Bingman who looked like muffed it, but then was able to jump back on it.
Yeah, Aiden Lewis very nearly recovered that muff. Tough break for Lewis. He had a shot at it, but Bingman was too quick for him.
Yeah, but a much better punt by Garcia that time as he kicked that one all the way down to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, far better kick. And he's probably kicking into a pretty significant wind if that flag's still moving.
Yeah.
Where I'm positioned in the booth, my neck's not long enough to see that flag, so I got to rely on Bentley and Matthew. Okay, 1:07 remaining here in the first quarter, whether it's moving or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Markel Hambrecht with three guys behind him. Pitches to Bingman. Bingman going around right end. Parker had a hold of him. Now he reverses field. This could be a long one. He's at the 25, the 30, the 40, up to midfield, and rather than running out of bounds, he makes Oakley bring him down. That's just making lemonade out of lemons right there because he was stopped for a loss.
Yeah, he was, but he managed to turn it into something.
Kennedy Tucker was providing some interference for him. He's a fellow running back. So it's 1st and 10 Greenville, or Terrell at the Greenville 45-yard line. Handoff this time to the wing back, and he's got good yardage on the far side. These guys have some speed.
They do, and that was number 3 Orlando Thompson there on the run. So some really good open field for him and a big gain for Thompson.
So what do we have, 2 plays, and they've gotten 2 first downs, and they've moved from their own 21 to Greenville's 29. Bingman's got to be over 100 yards now. Here's a pitch, and the ball is muffed, and Greenville might be on that one. And they did.
They did signal that it is Greenville's ball.
I think the ball carrier on that time was Jaden Hall, and the pitch, he just lost a handle on it, and Greenville got on it quick.
Yeah, just bounced right off his fingertips, rolled out, and Greenville was able to get on it this time.
A big turnover on with the fumble recovery. I'm not sure which one of the black-shirted Lions got on it, but there were a couple guys there that had the shot at it.
Yeah.
Ball's placed at the 31-yard line of Greenville with 29 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. AJ in shotgun formation. Hands off to his running back. Once again, good yardage off right tackle. I think that's Greg Washington.
All right, so see a big gain there by Washington as it's going to bring up 2nd and about 5. And from the Lions, 37. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and let it run down and let the quarter in. And we'll be back here after about 30 seconds from GEUS.
Bob Muty and Bentley Love back here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. I think I'm going to have to go on the IL, Bentley. I've got the old cramps working in the hamstring, so we'll see how we handle it.
Well, I'll keep it going while you get that taken care of.
Bentley got me another drink of water.
So 2nd and 4 from the Lions' 37-yard line here as we see Johnson out back to take the snap with 2 running backs. He hands it, fakes the handoff, and goes around to the right side as he's met by a lot of resistance there from the Tigers. And that's going to be a loss of yardage there and bring up 3rd and about 6, it looks like.
Just nothing doing on that one, Bentley. That was almost like a broken play from the beginning.
Yeah, he faked the handoff, and he faked me at first, but was not able to fake any of the Tigers' defenders, it looked like there.
Terrell defense kind of stiffening here, beginning here of the second quarter. They lead 14-13. I'm going to let Bentley continue to handle it while I work on my leg spasms.
And so we see Johnson take the snap. He's dropped back. He's looking. He's got his receiver. It looked like he had Peyton there, but it was broken up by the Terrell defender. I believe that was number 2, Markel Hambrick there breaking up the play. So that's going to bring up 4th and 6 for the Lions.
Just a little bit too tall for Peyton that time.
Yeah, just a little bit too high, and it looks like we're going to see the punting unit run out here again.
It's like the Tigers have decided the defensive back is going to double-team Peyton.
Yeah, and I think that's probably a pretty good decision given the night he's been having.
Yeah, A.J. may have to start looking for Nathan Michelle, his second leading receiver. High snap. Garcia gets the kick away. This time he gets a good one away, and it bounces and rolls out of bounds, I think, maybe around the 20-yard line. So Garcia now more on form with that play.
Yeah, the last 2 punts have looked a lot better than that first one and a lot more like what Garcia typically does. So a good pickup there for the Lions, as that was a great punt. And we're going to see 1st and 10 for the Tigers here from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, we got the Cats mixed up again. First it was me, this time it was Bentley, but it is the Lion. No, I'm sorry, it is the Tigers. You were right, Bentley. I was wrong. I got to have some more water, Bentley.
So handoff by the Tigers, and a quick little run there by, it looked like, Bingman, as he picked up about 3 yards there on the play.
Yeah, it was Waldorfman on the stop. Caleb Yost. Cody Waldrop lining up at left defensive end. Okay, 2nd and we'll call it 7 for Terrell. Pitch to Bingman going around the right side, and this time he is caught and thrown for a loss. Jonathan Sampson was the second man in, but there was somebody else at the bottom of that one.
Yeah, I think it was Edwin Garcia on the play. So we know him as the great punter for the Lions, but he makes some big plays on defense too.
That loss makes it going to be 3rd and 9. And they're back at the 21-yard line are the Tigers. 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Terrell leads 14-13 in a close one. Markel Hambrick, senior quarterback, fakes a handoff, finds a man wide open at the 25-yard line. That might be Bingman, and he's up very close to the 45-yard line for a first down. Terrell.
Yeah, and forced out of bounds by several Lions, one of them being, I believe, number 9, Edwin Garcia, and number 20, Jamarian Hamilton as well.
Yeah, that
Jake
might have been Thompson on the reception, but they lost track of him. He was wide open in the flat. Here comes Bingman around the right side, cuts it back, and he's up to midfield.
Yeah, so the Tigers moving the ball pretty well here. That's going to be about a 5-yard pickup and bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 50-yard line.
We talked about the speed of Terrell a little bit earlier, and Bingman and Thompson really have some speed. Here goes Thompson around the left side. He's got a lot of room to run. He's at the 30, 25, cuts back, brought down at the 20-yard line. Geez, just looks like he could have taken a truck around left end there.
Yeah, Yeah, had a lot of green grass or green turf open for him and a lot of room to make something happen, and he did make something happen out of it.
First down, Terrell at the 20-yard line, as they're eating up big chunks of yardage with 8:56 remaining here in the first half. Hambrick just has to turn around and hand the ball off. This time the Lions are waiting for the runner, and it might be Bingman. He goes nowhere.
Yeah, and that was about 4 Lions in on the play. I know I saw Garcia, Yost, and I believe either Sampson or Enriquez.
Call a loss of 1. Good to see Ruben Enriquez back in the game after that stinger he took probably to his shoulder. Garcia comes out, replaced on the far side. 2nd and 11. Hambrick drops back, fakes, throwing deep. He's got a man who out-jumps the Greenville defender for a Terrell touchdown. That was very reminiscent of the play that Adrian Payton made, taking it away from the defenders for Terrell.
Yeah. So both teams have had some pretty good offensive plays made by their receivers thus far tonight.
Nice throw by Hamrick. It was right on the money. Abundis now will attempt the extra point. Hold is good. Spot. Kick is up and good. Juan Abundis makes it Terrell 21, Greenville 13. Here in the first half of a very exciting and offensive-minded game here.
Yeah, for sure. And been a lot of scoring, both teams combining for 34 points thus far. So, and still a lot of time, well over half the time left to go in this second quarter.
Maybe we can get to that award-winning advertisement that Matthew created here pretty soon again. Right now, Mighty Matthew is doing a great job with the cameras. Unfortunately, he has to put it on Bentley and me to begin the game, so we apologize for that. Not for Bentley, but for me. We have a lot of fun up here in the booth, and I really appreciate having the opportunity to work with these two professionals. Coach Black giving us a little instruction there. Thanks for the pizza, Coach.
Appreciate it.
There you got that right. Yeah, shout out to Peddlers. All right, here's a kickoff from Abundis. Once again, a short kick, and it's taken, fair cut, and a kneel down over there at the 28-yard line. That might be Jaden Johnson. He sometimes is in that position.
Yeah, so Lions having some pretty good field position here, starting at the 28-yard line.
That was Davenport that on the reception there, that kickoff. So Terrell with 3 touchdowns, 21. Greenville with only 2 and a missed extra point. So 21-13 is where we stand with a little over 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. Beautiful night for football. Nice crowd on both sides. A.J. takes a handoff. It's a keeper all the way. He's going off right tackle. And he is brought down hard. Looked like an awkward tackle over there for A.J.
Yeah, but a pretty good pickup for him as he's going to pick up about 4 yards. We'll call it 6 yards on the play, 5 yards, and bring up 2nd and 5 from the 34.
Handoff and then the fake pass. Nothing doing this time. I think that's Jaden Johnson maybe on the carry.
Yeah, might have gotten 1, but if so, that was it.
Yeah, that's the first time that the Greenville running backs have been stopped for very little gain. They've been doing a good job up front. That time, the Terrell defense, I think that might have been Mikael Kennedy. 5'7", 240-pound nose guard. Got his nose in on that one. 3rd, and we'll call it 4 for Greenville. They really need a conversion here. They've been struggling offensively here for the last 2 or 3 series. Play clock down to 10. Strong right. Single receiver right. Johnson again with a keeper, and Johnson's going to move the chains.
Yeah, so a big pickup there by Johnson to move the chains. It's going to bring up another 1st and 10 for the Lions. right at about the 43-yard line, 42-yard line.
And once again, we've got to clarify, that was the quarterback, Anthony Johnson. He's in there with Jaden Johnson. Johnson gets the handoff. Once again, no running room at the center spot there.
Yeah, so we're going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line.
I think we maybe better put that play on the back burner because that's 2 in a row that time. That it didn't go anywhere. 2nd and 10, Greenville. Johnson back, looking deep. Now he's going to scramble, get some blocks. Now he's looking downfield again, and he finds his man. That's Davenport, and Davenport was close to going out of bounds, and he just couldn't collar that one.
Yeah, so 3rd and 10 now for the Lions from the 43-yard line as they're looking to see if they can get something going here.
That was a good job by A.J. to find his secondary receiver, and I think Davenport was concerned about trying to stay in bounds, more concerned about that than catching the football.
I think you might be right.
Unusual formation this time for the Lions. Johnson, and they were going to try something tricky with Isaiah or Caleb Hale coming around on a reverse, and this might be a penalty against the Lions. Once again, it may be a new play, and the entire team is not on the same page with everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's 3rd. We're going to have it probably pretty close to. We'll call it 15 yards for Greenville. All spotted at their own 38-yard line. Snap from Just. Johnson looking downfield. He's going deep, and he overshoots his receiver. Long throw. That was about a 50-yard throw by Johnson, but he's just a little bit too long.
Yeah, and Peyton's got a lot of speed, and Johnson's got a big arm, but unfortunately, every once in a while, just puts a little bit too much in air underneath it for him.
AJ's clearly his strength is running the football, not necessarily throwing. So we can't expect too much from the senior quarterback. Adrian Garcia in punt formation once again for Greenville as the offense stalls. No pressure on Garcia. He gets the kick away. It's going to bound at about the 34-yard line. Takes a good Greenville roll. Picked up at the 15, up to the 25. Now coming right. He's coming toward us. He's got some room to run. Penalty on the play. Johnson forces him back inside where he's brought down.
Yeah, he's brought down by number 11, Noah Davenport, but we'll see what stands or if it stands.
Generally, on an open field play like that, you've either got a hold or a block in the back, so we'll see if this one's going to go against the Tigers. And that's typically a spot foul, so I think that's a spot foul. Now they're picking up the flag now. All right, so no penalty on the play. We were just wishful thinking, Bentley.
Yeah, we had hopes.
Hey, Lion defense has definitely got to step it up now because the offense has been in a stall mode for about the last 3 or 4 series after a couple of pretty good opening drives for touchdowns. Senior Markel Hambrecht. He's just a facilitator out there for the most part, although he did throw a touchdown pass. Here's Bingham. Bingman's down to the 30, the 20, the 10. Cuts back behind a potential tackler and into the end zone for a 59-yard touchdown run. He's clearly over 100 now.
Well, that was number 21, Tamayan Ambers, actually on the run, but big breakaway run there by, I believe that's the 4th different running back we've seen tonight.
These guys are all about the same size, and they all wear a 20 number.
They do. It's
and
hard to tell.
I just assumed that was probably Bingman, but...
well, and that'd typically be a pretty fair assumption.
Yeah. Ambers has got some pretty good speed as well. So Terrell now trying to get the 28th point from Abundus, and it's up and good. 5:41 remaining. Terrell 28, Greenville 13. We'll be back after this message.
When GEUS first brought high-speed internet to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 20 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Fast speed, reliability, and hometown customer service. GEUS, delivering high-speed internet to our hometown for more than 20 years.
Bob Mudi and Bentley Love here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium's press box. Isaiah Williams and Dadrian Payton, Greenville deep receivers, standing at the 10-yard line, waiting this kick from sophomore Juan Abundis. Abundis has not tried the deep kick, so he's avoiding those two guys and still have this void in the middle of the receive formation. And we'll see if Abundis just tries to drop it right in the middle of everybody there and have it bounce on the ground where maybe his guys can pick it up. I'd like to see somebody get up in there and kind of cover that void.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
Here comes the kick. It's more toward the side this time. It's a little bit deeper, and it's taken at the 21-yard line. I think that might be Renner. So that'll move out to the 25. Actually, Caleb Hale on the fair catch. So 1st and 10 Greenville, and Bentley, we really need to get something going offensively here. It's been a difficult second quarter for the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's still a lot of game left to play, but I would say I'd feel a lot better, and I think the players down there would feel a lot better, too, if they could get another touchdown right here.
Yeah, Greg Washington in the backfield with A.J., single receiver split either side. And off to Washington. This time he goes off right tackle, and he finds good yardage on first down.
Yeah, and it seems to me like they're having a lot better luck when they run it to one of the edges rather than right up the middle.
I think you're absolutely right. Second, we'll call it 2. High snap. Fakes to Washington. Keeper by A.J. is going to result in a Greenville first down.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Lions here.
I think maybe Coach Jackson decided he needs to stay with the ground game for a while. Once again, a handoff to Washington. Running behind Wells and Braden Maps, and Washington bulls his way, breaking tackles up very close to the line to gain.
Yeah, picks up right at about 8 yards. Bring up 2nd and 2 from the 50-yard line.
Spot the ball back at the 50. I thought he advanced it further than that, but short, 2nd down. Johnson decides to throw. He's got Payton, and Payton might have been interfered with that time, but no call on the play.
Yeah, looked like it from up here, but maybe the refs can see something we can't.
Well, the ref was right on the play, and Payton was trying to get back to the ball, which was underthrown, and the defender just got in his way, so I guess it was an inadvertent situation. So 3rd and 2. Hopefully we'll be able to get an easy conversion here. Fakes to Washington. A.J. keeps it, follows Washington, and he has to break some tackles in order to get that first down.
Yeah, but in the end was still able to pick up about 4 more yards afterwards. And that's just another example of Johnson being 6'3", 220 pounds, and a lot to take down.
You wonder if A.J. has a future at the next level, whether or not he'll be a linebacker or a fullback.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Greenville. Hands to Washington, this time coming around the left side. And nice blocking by Medina at left tackle, and Washington is up very close to first down yardage.
Yeah, and they did give it to him. So 1st and 10 for the Lions, now from the 34-yard line.
Lions trying to make a statement and get back into this one. They trail by a score of 28-13. 3:44 remaining. Washington in the backfield with Michelle and A.J. One receiver right, 2 receivers right. And there goes Washington. He had a huge hole off right tackle. But the Terrell secondary takes care of bringing him down before he can get to the sticks.
Yeah, still a really good pickup as he picked up about 6 or 7 yards there on the play.
Really good blocking by the point of attack, at the point of attack by the right side of the Greenville line. That would be Wells and Maps. Johnson dropped back, a little bubble screen, and not much doing that time. Terrell did a really good job covering that one.
Yeah, so still going to be 3rd and 4 from the Terrell 28-yard line here, as the Lions are looking to pick up a first down here and hopefully be able to punch it into the end zone on this drive.
Well, this should be 4-down territory. They've got 3 timeouts and 2:42 remaining. Here goes A.J. A.J. forces his way through 2 Terrell tacklers to move the chains once again.
Yeah, so a big pickup there by A.J., as it's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line.
Run game pretty effective here. Hand off to Washington, the junior running back. Spurts right off left guard. Osornio laying out some people. Pickup of maybe 4 yards on that play. Be good if the Lions can just burn the rest of this clock, keep it away from Terrell, and put up a touchdown and an extra point before they go into the locker room. Fakes the handoff. Now Johnson's in trouble. He's scrambling around, and he's going to be brought down after a short pickup.
Yeah, so met a little bit of trouble there, but was still able to pick up a yard or 2 on the play.
Yeah,
Bring
good.
Up 3rd and 4 for the Lions.
Excuse me, Bentley. Good job by Johnson realizing that there was nothing in the original hole, so he just kind of bounced it out to the left and at least got positive yardage.
Yeah, big case of field awareness there for Johnson.
3rd and a long 5 for Greenville. Johnson looks and overshoots his man. That's, once again, he just a little bit too much mustard on that pass intended for Dadrian Payton.
Yeah, so 4th and 4 is, I'm sure we'll see the Lions go for it here. Oh, maybe not.
Well, we're going to take a timeout and talk about it. On that play, it looked like Johnson was expecting Dadrian Payton just to stop, but Payton was trying to come back to the ball to prevent it from getting to the defensive back, and Johnson just flat airmailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, and a tough play there.
Johnson's having a really tough night in the air, doing a good job on the ground with the rushing attack, but A.J. is definitely struggling with his passing tonight.
Yeah, he's been able to locate his number 1 receiver a couple times tonight, but there's been several times where he's missed him as well, unfortunately.
You know, he's got another guy down there that's 6'4" and 250 pounds, a guy by the name of Nathan Michelle, and he's got a good set of hands, and maybe we might think about trying to get the ball to him unless they're going to go with another running play. Now we see Washington split out in the slot to the right, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. And this time, Terrell's going to take a timeout. They didn't like the offensive formation. So Coach Sedbury says, okay, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, if we see that same offensive look for the Lions again, I don't think we'll be seeing a run play unless it's a QB run by design.
Yeah. Little chess match going on down there on the field between Randy Jackson and Marvin Sedbury Jr. Let's take 30 seconds and get a quick break. Thank you.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve and assist you in any way we can.
Back here at Greenville's T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium, it's crucial 4th and 5 yards for the Lions. Ball's at the Terrell 12-yard line. Double reverse. Michelle's going to pass it back to Johnson, and A.J. has got a first down inside the 10-yard line. So the backup quarterback, who's also the H-back, took the handoff and found the quarterback, turned A.J. into a receiver.
Yeah. And seeing how he used to play some running back and linebacker, I'm not surprised he can catch it a little bit.
Well, he's a good athlete. Fakes the handoff now. A.J. is brought down maybe a couple of yards. Clock is running. Greenville still with 2 timeouts remaining and a minute left on the clock. Isaiah Williams comes off the field. Got a single receiver right. That's Peyton. Noah Davenport to the left. It looks like somebody besides A.J. There's the snap. A.J.'s going to keep it. He's trying to go around the left side. Looked like he had some room, but the defenders closed the gap quickly, and he's just brought down inside the 5-yard line. So a timeout for Greenville. 23 seconds on the clock. And it's 3rd down and goal from the just inside the 4-yard line, Bentley.
Yeah, it looks like A.J. might have been a little shaken up on the play, but looks like he's going to be okay, though. I don't know.
All right, Bob Muty and Bentley Love here in the press box. And Matthew, Mighty Matthew, can't forget him. Goodness gracious, award-winning Matthew Middleton. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. You know, old Renault used to call me Buffalo Bob.
Buffalo Bob.
But Mighty Matthew gave me the moniker Boxing Bob last night because I had that huge patch on my nose from the visit to the dermatologist. Fortunately, got rid of that. Matthew thinks I got in a fight. All right, Boxing Bob and Baseball Bentley hoping for a touchdown here. It's 3rd down. They've moved the ball back to the 5-yard line. I don't quite understand why. Maybe his knee went down there, but A.J. and Michelle are the only ones in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Michelle with the lead block, and he gets Johnson into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and A.J. was able to just get around the edge there and trot on in without anybody really around to stop him.
Yeah, Michelle went in motion, and he just led the interference, and there was he did a really good job, and all Johnson had to do was step across the goal line. So touchdown Greenville brings it to 28-19, and it looks like they're going to go for the single placement. Daniel Renner will be the holder now. Jet Fifield normally was the holder, but of course he's on the IL. High snap. Renner gets it down and just gets a kick up, and it's good. So with 18 seconds remaining here in the first half, 28-20, Terrell leads. We'll take 30 seconds and get a drink of water and prevent some cramps. And we're back here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium's press box. Got a nice little booth here, lots of cameras, lots of computers, all kinds of paraphernalia that Matthew sets up before Bentley and I even get here, and makes it nice. We just come in, sit down, and start broadcasting. So here comes the kick from Greenville, and it's a deeper kick this time. And unfortunately, he's going to go out of bounds, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. That was Nick Just on the kick. He was the kickoff guy at the beginning of the season, but they had flipped over to Reagan Goggins. That was a good kick that time by Just. It's just a short approach, but he got it down inside the 20. Unfortunately, it rolled out of bounds. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. I think they call it delay a game penalty.
I think you might be right.
So it'll be Just setting it up again, this time at the 35-yard line. We'll see what kind of kick Just goes for this time. Now he's coming over to hash mark. I can't imagine that Jackson would be considering anything other than a pop-over kick at this point because you don't want to kick it deep. Bingham's back there deep, and he's back there, I think, with Jaden Hall. So you don't want to kick it to those guys. And it is a deep kick, and sure enough, it bounces, and Bingham's got it. So here comes some excitement. Bingham coming to his right. He's got some room to run. He finally is brought down at the 45-yard line. Pretty good shoestring tackle there, and that might have been a touchdown saving tackle by Caleb Yost. I'm sorry. So Terrell has 9 seconds to operate, and boy, with their explosiveness, you better be ready on defense if you're the Greenville Lions.
Yeah, and they got a couple timeouts left too, so I could see him trying to tear off a big run or a big pass and just getting down and calling a timeout and kicking a field goal here. But we'll see what they do. Because 9 seconds isn't a short amount of time, but it's not a whole lot either.
Well, they're not in a victory formation, that's for sure. First down, Terrell. Handbrake drops back. Quick pass out. There's a flea flicker. Bingman's got it, and he's run out of bounds. So the Lions had that one pretty well covered.
Yeah, so 3 seconds left on the clock here as they've got the ball at the Greenville 48-yard line, and we'll see what they're able to do with it here.
That was a good offensive call. Greenville was on top of that one. 2nd and 2. Hamrick rolling right. He's looking deep. He's throwing, and that ball is caught. No time remaining on the clock, but what a play down there by, that's number 2, Markel Hambrick on the reception. He really went up, climbed the ladder to get that one. So it's halftime here in Greenville. They trail 28-20, and we're going to take a couple minutes to catch our breath and decide whether or not we're going to have a halftime guest. We'll be right back.
Greenville became the first municipally owned public power electric utility in Texas in 1891, when privately owned companies were only interested in serving large cities such as Dallas and Fort Worth. Greenville citizens took destiny into their own hands and began producing their own power. Today, more than 130 years later, GEUS continues to provide this vital service to our community. Public power has a long history nationwide of supplying electricity to communities when investor-owned utilities wouldn't or couldn't provide this crucial service. The nation's 2,000-plus community-owned utilities currently supply power to millions of people in 49 states and 5 U.S. territories. The communities range in size from being very small to the largest public power system, which is owned by citizens of Los Angeles, California. San Antonio is the second largest city in the U.S. receiving public power. Municipally owned, public power utilities answer directly to their customers. Decisions are made locally by citizens of the community. Because public power utilities are owned by their communities and are not motivated by profits, rates are typically lower than investor-owned utilities and reliability is higher. Public power utilities value providing local customer services such as local offices with pay centers. GEUS is a public power utility. That means your utility is community-owned and not-for-profit. GEUS is proud to be your local public power utility.
When GEUS first brought high-speed internet to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 20 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Fast speed, reliability, and hometown customer service. GEUS, delivering high-speed internet to our hometown for more than 20 years.
Bob Muty back here in the T.A. Cotton Ford press box, and we're honored to have with us former NFL and CFL football player John Earl, who has a twin
Yes, sir.
Yeah, whose name is Guy, is it?
Yes, Guy Earl, yes, sir.
And I had an opportunity to listen to these two guys talk before the Lion Dad breakfast about their prison ministry.
Yes. And we go around the country. I'll be up in Wichita Falls tomorrow, the All-Red unit, about 2,000-man unit. And we go to pods of pods. So we'll do about 6 or 7 pods. We go back there a few times. And each pod has about 60 to 80 guys in there. Man, we go in there and we share one verse, kind of make it very applicable with some life principles, life skills, what the verse could be to them to make a difference in their life, and share some football stories and whatnot. So we have a good time with it.
Tell us about some of your successes.
Well, I was raised in Keyport, New Jersey, a little small town, but I went to 3 state championship football games, lost them all. Lost 21-0 our sophomore year. I was a starting defensive end center. Won both ways. Lost 7-0. Had the ball inside the 20-yard line 10 times that game, and it was a rainy day. We lost 7-0. But my senior year hurt the most. We lost 16-14. Our all-state kicker shanked a 22-yard field goal that could have won the game for us, and I still remember that. So I'm not too partial to field goal kickers or anything like that. So then I went to college at Western Illinois University. Played in some great games. I was 1AA and played in some playoff games against Marshall and in Western Kentucky back in the day, and had some great success there. And was very blessed to be an NFL draft choice by the Cincinnati Bengals, and I played with the Kansas City Chiefs, the New England Patriots, the Falcons, the St. Louis Rams, and then I also spent some time up in the CFL. I always tell people, won a couple championship rings up there, and I always tell people, when you look in a dictionary and you see the word journeyman, you're going to see my picture.
Now, obviously in high school you played with your brother, I assume.
Well, actually, my twin brother did not play football until he went to college. He was an All-American basketball player.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, he was All-State All-American basketball player. Was McDonald's All-American. Went to basketball went to his college on a basketball scholarship, Western Kentucky. Broke his foot 5 times, and I guess the pounding of the foot on the floor. And so he saw the success that was happening playing football, so he just tried it. And he gained some weight. Boy, he would play tight end, but he didn't play tight end. Excuse me, play tackle. And was signed. He went to play 2 years of college football and was an undrafted free agent to Washington Redskins. He made the roster his first year.
Oh, my goodness. Now, you guys are both, about 6'5", 250?
Yep. Now we're about 270, 275.
Okay.
Our playing weight was about 310. I was about when I was playing out. My playing weight was about 6'5", 310. I just realized I'm a grandfather of 3, all under the age of 2, and being 315 and rolling on the floor is not too good anymore. So, it worked good on the football field and in the weight room, but a lot of treadmill and push-ups nowadays. And
well, congratulations on having 3 grandkids. I mean, they don't get any better than that.
I tell you what, man, they make your heart melt, and they rule your life. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that right now.
Now, what about some success stories from your prison ministry?
Well, I just even say it like last couple of weeks, man. So we were in the Lindsay jail unit last weekend. The weekend before we were in the Duncan units, and I remember 2 weeks ago we went to Duncan units. There was a man in there that was been doing life, 84 years old. Wow. Shared the message. We have him say a prayer if they want to receive Christ, and he wheels his wheelchair up to me. He's 84 years old, and he said these words to me. He says, "Will that prayer work for me?" And I said, "The words won't, but the meaning of the heart will." I said, and I shared with him about the thief on the cross. I said, he didn't have no special prayer. He didn't walk an aisle. He didn't join a church. Didn't get baptized. He just said, "Jesus, you're perfect. I'm not. You don't need to be up here. I do. Remember me." And Jesus didn't hear the words. Jesus saw his heart because he's omniscient. And I said, if you have that type of prayer, this prayer will work for you. And he said, I want to pray that prayer. I want God to forgive me of my sins.
Oh, wow.
It's an 84-year-old guy, man. He's doing prayer. He's been in there his whole life.
Oh, my goodness.
And so, and stuff like that. Last week, we're always faced with a lot of opposition. You walk into a pod and you turn off a sporting event, or they're watching the UFC fighting or some football, some basketball, and you got 80 guys in there, and that's all their entertainment is. And
you're not happy.
No, I can tell you this. When you share a scripture, they're not saying amen. I can tell you that right now. And so a lot of times, so last week we had a lot of guys, there was a couple of dudes that were from the White Aryan Nation with SWAT stickers on their bellies and shirts, and a lot of gang violence in there. And so they were dropping some choice words at me and my brother. But when you're 6'5" and you're still 270 and you talk loud and you're proud for Jesus, and I always preface like this: the unit that I'm going to tomorrow. I had a guy that tried me one time. He was like this in my face. He was like, "You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing." And I said, "Well, I have the permission from the warden and the chaplain to be here. So all I got to do is go with this wink at that guard and point to him, and he'll come in here and he'll put the handcuffs on you and he'll take you out because they want me here. But I don't want to do that. I much rather do it my way. And what I'm gonna do, and we're about maybe a yard and a half, and so I know the distance. I know what I gotta do. I said I'm gonna be an offensive lineman. I'm gonna drop my tail. I'm gonna put my hands on your chest. I'm gonna take my forehead. I'm gonna bust you in the lip, and I'm gonna drive block you into a wall, and you ain't gonna walk right for about 6 months. He never said another word to me. Because I'm not gonna fight nobody, but I'm gonna do what an offensive lineman does, man. I'm gonna drop my tail and be like, you ain't gonna no one hit you. Once I punch you and grab you, I was telling, I go, if I can hold Reggie White, I know I can hold him.
Well, John, I know Coach Jackson really appreciated you taking. You live like an hour and a half away, right?
Yeah, I live over in Fort Worth, and so it always says an hour and 31 minutes, but it always takes me 2 hours here because of construction, and it keeps. I always wonder how come I've been driving for 30 minutes and it keeps on adding time to my.
Well, I get Interstate 30.
Yes,
you, right?
Yes, it is, and so, but Coach Jackson, man, I love him. I was his team chaplain when he was at Grapevine. And so wherever he goes, I'm always doing chapel services for him. And then, so these guys, man, had a really good connection. This is my third time being here with the team this year. And so he asked me, he said, man, the guys would really love for you to come up here and speak to him before the last game of the season. And I said, Coach, I'll make anything happen for you, man. I love Coach Jackson, man. He's Coach Jackson's special, man. He's a special dude.
He really is.
Yes, he is, man.
So you had a chance to talk to the guys before the game tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about fighting. Oh, matter of fact, I shared with them 2 Samuel chapter 23. It was one verse. I just said, Benaniah, he chased the lion into the pit and killed him. And Benaniah was known as one of the greatest warriors in the Bible, and he was one of the bodyguards for King David. And I said, but he wanted to be the bodyguard. He wanted to be the captain of the bodyguard, so he wanted to do something special. And so he wanted to get noticed, and what he did was he saw a lion go into a pit, and he went after him, and he chased him. And I told him, I go, when you chase your goals, and you put your hands on your goals like he put his hands on that lion, I go, you give a chance to become the captain of the guard. And he became known as the greatest warrior in the Bible.
Oh, be darned. That's a story from the Bible I'd never heard.
Yeah, and it's one verse. It all it says is, and Benaniah chased him into the lion. And the reason he chased him because he wanted to be the head guy. And so we talked about that. And then I did a little chant with him tonight that I heard from a chaplain from the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets many years ago, and the chant was the guys would have to repeat after me, and it went something like this. It was, we're going to fight till we can't fight no more. We're going to lay down, bleed a while, going to get back up and fight some more. And the preface of that is that when you're fighting for something, it's what we call the championship rounds, old school guys like us, man, you know, when it's the 13th, 14th, and 15th round, and you got blood coming down in your face. It's the old Rocky Apollo Creed. And, like, you got blood on you. He goes, you can get knocked down, but you got to get back up. If you want to become a champion, you got to continue to fight some more. You always got to answer where the Rocky, Mickey said, I didn't hear the bell ring yet. And you got to keep on fighting until the bell. And that's what we talked about. And I told these guys, I said, it's going to be a 4 quarters. If you guys want to go do something special and keep a team from going to the playoffs, that team Terrell, man, they got some D1 athletes over there.
Oh, yeah.
And
last question. Tell me about the names of the grandkids and how special they are to you.
So my little JoJo, my little mama, she's the mama of the bunch. She'll be 2 December 13th. Her name is Joanna Arasameno. And then I have my little Monty Montgomery, who celebrated her birthday on October 26th. She turned 1. And then little Joshua, my little Bubba, he was born on June 26th. So I got little Mama, I got little Monty, and I got little Bubba. And Bubba, he's gonna be my little football player. I already told my son-in-law. I said, he's mine. We're putting 3 fingers in the dirt. Mama, keep on giving that best milk. I want him to be the biggest, baddest dude. So when we was playing flag football and he's 5 years old, I want the ref to come over and tell, hey, you can't hit like that. It's only flag football.
Now, do you give them the nicknames?
Oh yeah, I give all the nicknames. Oh yes, and they all live about 6 or 7 minutes from my house. So and my daughter tries to say, Dad, you can't do that. You can't get like I'm shoving cookies, like as a granddaddy would do,
John Earl, we sure do appreciate it.
Oh man, God bless you. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you for coming and appreciate your work with this team and in your prison ministry. Good luck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes with the Greenville Band.
So you've been doing this for a long time. What's your
Careful use of our energy resources is a GEUS priority, and we know that saving money as well as energy is important to our customers. Did you know that you can save money year-round by making small changes to your thermostat? Save money and energy year-round by installing a programmable thermostat. Program a setting comfortable for your whole family while you're home. Program the thermostat while you are away 7 to 10 degrees or more cooler in the winter and warmer in the summer. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, you can save as much as 10% per year by doing this. Weather impacts our heating and cooling costs, causing our units to run more, especially during extreme temperatures. Adjust your thermostat just 4 degrees from your normal settings during extreme temperatures to conserve energy and save on your utility bill. Consider energy efficiency updates to your home to help improve comfort and savings. Improvements like sealing cracks around doors and windows and upgrading attic insulation keeps your cooling or heating in when you need it. GEUS Customer Service is ready to serve and assist you any way we can. Call 903-457-2800 or visit our website at www.geus.org.
Serving the people of Greenville is what we do. At GEUS, community involvement, volunteering, giving back through sponsorships, and providing hometown service with world-class reliability are just a few of our priorities. Being a locally owned public power utility means we are your family, friends, and neighbors. Community involvement and giving is easy when you are serving your hometown. Nationally recognized reliability and service, owned by those we serve for over 130 years.
Introducing GEUS Smart Pay, a prepaid electric service. The smart way to manage your energy bills. With GEUS Smart Pay, you're in control. No monthly bills, no late fees, no disconnect or reconnect fees, and lower or no deposits. GEUS Smart Pay. Smart, simple, and electricity on your schedule. Sign up today at 903-457-2800.
flash guard, Dante Morales, son of Phildon Perez and Jesus Morales. Senior flash guard, Rylan Hill, son of Brandon Hill and Brooke Brown, and Heather and Todd Franklin. Senior flash guard, Vance Jackson, son of Kimberly Jackson and Corey Jackson. The 23, 24 senior officers and line members are Major Laura Gibson, daughter of Julie Gibson and Lake Harry. Senior Ariel Alfaro, daughter of Rosie Rojas and Rodolfo Alfaro. Major Hannah Freed, daughter of Heather Freed and Laura Mark Freed. Senior Amy Alfaro, daughter of Irma and Carlos Alfaro. Major Kiana Dixon, daughter of Joshua Dixon and Randy Payton and Bernie Barrett. Senior Amira Burton, daughter of Lisa Mason. Colonel J.D. Dawson, daughter of Sam and Dawson. Senior Yellow Sandoval, daughter of Lisa Sandoval. Lieutenant Colonel Jessica Leha, daughter of Elva Martinez and Candelaria Leha. Senior Tatiana Davis, daughter of Robert and Jared Davis. Major Lindsay Castillo, daughter of Linda and Bertha Castillo. Postal Officer Leslie Ugoff, daughter of Elena Villalobos. Major Peter Bailey, daughter of Kelly Bailey. And the 2023 football team sweetheart is Lindsay Castillo. The last time on the field, seniors will not perform the traditional high kick trained with Gilbert. And now, 2023-2024 Lion Pride Marching Band, under the direction of Dr. Matt Holmes, the Assistant Director for Luke Gates Daily. Production Director for Trent McGee, and Color Guard Director A.J. Pond. Production is directed by Stephen Mann and Don King. Drum majors are Sebastian Gonzalez and Amy Guerrero. Color Guard Captain, Abigail Beard. The band section of the week is the Drum Majors. The Lion Pride Band would like to thank the following for their support. Alliance Band, Vincent Brothers Director Services, Lotto Cat Town, Greenville Richmond Education Foundation, Katie Holloway, the Hometown Group, All City Roads, Tessie Cola, Rockland Clinic, Greenville Nutrition, Main D, UAW, Local 967 Greenville, Texas. Greenville Lion Pride Band was superior rating of the UIL 3 marching contest, and advanced the UIL area contest, where they finished 12th in the area. And now, production, Journey to the Dark, 12, Greenville Lion Pride Band.
Bob Muty back here at TA Cotton Ford Stadium. We have a special guest. This is Olivia Sampson, mother of Jonathan Sampson and secretary, athletic director, Coach Randy Jackson. Olivia, thank you for coming up here. I know this wasn't one of the things you really wanted to do, but you did it.
I did. It's senior night, so I'm a little bit emotional today.
You should be.
Yeah, I kind of debated on whether I was going to be able to talk or not, but I'm here, so yeah.
So you had your daughter and your son, and somebody else was down there with you.
Yes. So I have a sophomore, Johnny's my senior, and then I have my youngest, 3rd grade, and then my sister helped escort him out on the field tonight. So
very good.
Yeah.
And your daughter's name?
Brooklyn Sampson.
Brooklyn Sampson.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a sophomore.
She is a sophomore flash. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to catch her at the halftime show and then make my way on up. So
well, you're a proud mama.
I am very proud. Got everybody's buttons, and I'm so proud of everybody. So.
Oh my, those are good-looking buttons.
Yeah. So.
Now I understand you had a chance to show Bentley these banners that you
did.
got in down there.
We are very proud of the new banners. We have 10 new banners in our indoor facility that Coach Jackson got for the boys or the team this year. So gave us a little bit of life in there. So.
Okay, well, I was so busy talking to Olivia, I didn't realize that we got the football game back on. But Greenville kicked off, and looks like Terrell might have muffed the kickoff, and the Greenville Lions have recovered. Olivia, it's pretty special. You want to make any calls here? You know, we got the offense on the field, so you can't call Jonathan's name.
Yeah, no, I don't know too much about offense. I'm just hoping they can get us up from where we are right now. That's what I'm hoping for. So.
All right, well, we'll keep Olivia here for another play or two, and then we'll let her get back to her family.
Right.
But this is a huge turn of events here as the Lions. Did you get the number of the guy who did the recovery? Okay, Lions 1st and 10. Ball looks like it's spotted about the 30-yard line. A.J. looking downfield. He's under pressure. He breaks a tackle, running to the left. He's at the 30. 25 inside the 25-yard line for a pickup of about 8 yards. Now, Olivia, you have to do the color commentary.
Oh, goodness. I think you picked the wrong one for the job.
All right, we'll give you one more
I'll
play,
keep
Olivia.
my day job as a secretary.
Now, you've been a single mom for a long time.
Yes, I sure have.
And
I have my hands full because everybody's so busy in sports. But, yeah, it's been a fun ride, I tell you what.
Fun working for Coach Jackson?
Oh, yes.
Great.
Yes, he's great.
A.J.'s back, under pressure. He's rolling once again to his left. Keandre Johnson's on him, and he runs out of bounds for a pretty good pickup. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that you didn't have an opportunity to call your son making a tackle, but we're happy the Lions got the ball.
Oh, I know it. I'm hoping they can get this win for their senior night.
That would be
They're
special.
fighting hard, and so is Terrell.
That would be special.
It's been a good game.
28-20, Lions 3rd down, about 7 yards to go. We have Olivia Sampson, Athletic Director Secretary, with us. She's been a tremendous help to Bentley and Matthew and me all season long, getting us the information we need to do this broadcast.
Yes, you guys are great. Thanks for all you do.
There's a pass by Johnson, and it was almost intercepted. Once again, Dadrian Payton turns into a defensive back and prevents an interception. So that'll bring up 4th down. Olivia, we're going to let you go.
Okay. Well, thank
you
you guys
for coming up
having
here.
me, and thank you for what you do. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you for what you do. All right. Michelle now moves to a
I might
strong left formation.
if we can
Greg
do
Washington is the running back.
too.
Greenville makes
I
some
know
defensive
baseball
adjustments.
like the back of my hand. So
Johnson scrambling. He's trying to force his way down to the line to gain, but unable to do it. So that'll be a turnover on downs. Lions unable to capitalize on that turnover, but Terrell will start deep in their own territory around the 20-yard line. Well, that was interesting. I had asked Olivia to come up at halftime, and, of course, as she said, she was real busy. watching Brooklyn, and of course, before the game, she was with Jonathan. So pretty special night for her.
Yeah, so we see Terrell get the ball back here, 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. As they hand it off to their running back, he hits a gap and is quickly taken down by Miss Sampson's son, Johnny Sampson.
Yeah, that was a good hit by Sampson, but not before a pickup of about 8 yards. Lions have to try to somehow keep the fast running backs of Terrell behind the line of scrimmage. They've done well when they've been able to get to them back there, but boy, once they break the line of scrimmage, they're tough to handle.
Yeah.
Here's a handoff. Once again, it looks like Bingman coming around left side, cuts back, breaks a couple of tackles, still pushing 3 or 4 Greenville Lions, and he just refuses to go out of bounds. Finally, they get him out. Bingham is, I think he's going to be able to play at the next level.
He might, yeah. He's definitely got some special talent there for sure.
He's not big.
Yeah.
He's not big, but he's effective. All right, 1st down, Terrell, inside Greenville territory now. Hambrick takes a snap, hands to Bingham, breaks a tackle. 2 more tackles broken, and he's still going, and he's back to line of scrimmage. Nice defensive job that time by the left side of the Greenville defense.
Yeah, a lot of running to not go very far at all. Yeah, they did get him stopped for a line. So 2nd and 11 from the 49-yard line.
Lions only down by a touchdown, 28-20. So they're definitely in this game. 1 receiver split wide to the left. Hand off to the inside backer, running back, and getting some good room going around the right side. That might be Hambrick.
Was Tamayan Ambers.
Yeah, I've been misidentifying the quarterback. The quarterback is Stafford. It's not Markel Hambrick, so my bad on that one. It's Elijah Stafford. He is also a senior, and Markel Hambrick has been a pretty effective wide receiver / running back tonight. Also plays a little bit of defense. 3rd down and a long 3 for Terrell. Scoreboard says 4. We'll call it 4. Pitch back. And breaking into the open is Bingman once again. He breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle. Finally brought down inside the 15-yard line. Blakely on the tackle. And that might have been Ambers on the carry that time.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell either, and both Ambers and Bingman were walking back together, so not 100% sure who that was.
Yeah, Ambers wears 21, Bingman wears 20. Looks like Bingman is the only running back, man in motion, gets the pitch, and running toward the corner of the end zone is number 3, Orlando Thompson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So Terrell, despite the turnover on the muffed kickoff, responds after a turnover on downs, and they go 80 yards in about 5 or 6 plays to put another 6 on the board.
Yeah, so we wait the kick by Bundis to see if they are going to go ahead and tack on another point here.
Well, that's a real downer for the Lions. They came out, got that turnover, and offense just stalled, and now the defense is unable to keep Bingman and Ambers and company under control. So Terrell scores with a conversion, 35-20, so they've got a 15-point advantage over the Lions with 8:33 remaining, and we'll be back with the kickoff in just a minute. Bob Muty and Bentley Love back here with the score 35-20. Greenville trails Terrell. Just 8:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Bentley, that was a tough one to stomach there, giving up that fairly quick touchdown to fast-moving Terrell offense.
Yeah, especially after they were able to recover the kickoff themselves and thought they were going to be able to get something going, and then unfortunately they weren't able to.
Here's a pop-over kick this time, and it's picked up at the last minute by Jaden Johnson. He was hoping that ball would go out of bounds, but he gets it and fields it right at the 21-yard line, steps out of bounds. Interesting to see where they marked that one, since he didn't fair catch it. See if they spotted at the 25 or where they spotted at the 21.
Yeah, well, while they're figuring that out, we've got a few scores for you around the district. Well, really just one score. Poteet is taking on Denison tonight, and no score reported for that game. Princeton's taking on Crandall with no score reported. And then Lovejoy and Melissa are all knotted up at 7 at halftime.
Greg Washington takes the handoff from A.J., and he's immediately bounced down in the backfield. I think Keandre Johnson was one of the defenders to bring Washington down for a loss. That'd be 2nd and 12 as Greenville offense is kind of stuck in the mud right now. Johnson steps back, looks for Peyton, and overshoots him at the 45-yard line. I don't think they were on the same page there, Bentley.
I don't think they quite were either.
Johnson really struggled in the passing game tonight, and unfortunately that's resulted in some difficult down and distance situations for the Lions. Like right now, they've got a 3rd down and 12 yards to go deep in their own territory. Peyton is in motion. Now he comes back and sets. See if he goes in motion again, and he does. Crosses in front of A.J. Now he sets up on the left side. He's going deep. Now he hooks up. Johnson, in the meantime, scrambles, and he is close to 1st down yardage.
Yeah, picked up about 1st down there.
I found myself watching what Peyton was doing, and I forgot to watch what the play was doing, but Anthony Johnson turns that one into a 1st down for Greenville, and that's a big conversion.
Yeah.
1st down, Lions. Michelle moves to strong right. That might be Jaden Johnson in the backfield now. Running back takes a handoff, breaks the line of scrimmage, and up for another 1st down. And that is Jaden Johnson. Both running backs are juniors, so we'll look forward to seeing these guys again next year, Bentley.
Oh, yeah, for sure, and especially after a whole year of working out and everything together, they ought to be even better.
Handoff once again. Johnson bumps outside, bounces outside, and picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Lions trying to go tempo here and catch Terrell sleeping. Fakes the handoff this time. And Johnson tries to go over right tackle himself. He meets some resistance. Picks up a couple. 3rd and 2. One receiver, single receiver split either side. Fakes to Johnson, and A.J. breaks a tackle in the backfield. They had him for a loss, and A.J. managed to rumble down the sideline, and he's inside the 25-yard line of Terrell for another Greenville 1st down.
Yeah, he got all the way down to about the 23-yard line, it looked like there. That's a huge gain for A.J.
Lions doing it on the ground, and there's motion from Michelle as he takes a step early, so that'll cost the Lions 5 yards. Boy, you hate to see that happen when they had the momentum, Bentley. Geez.
Yeah. But we've seen them convert some big yardage plays, and it's still 1st down, so there's still a good shot that they're going to put one in the end zone.
Yeah, they've already converted a 3rd and 12 on this series. Right now they're facing 1st and 15. Fakes the handoff. Oh, he was looking for Michelle that time and stepping in front of the pass, one of the linebackers. That's number 33, Jared Guajardo, who's such a leading tackler for Terrell. He's probably been in on a lot of stops tonight, but we're too busy focusing on the guys in the black unis. 2nd and 15. Johnson fakes a handoff. I think Guajardo's got him by the shoestrings and brings him down, maybe a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, so good little pickup there for him as he picked up about, we'll say about 4 yards or so, bring it back to the original 10 yards.
It's a crucial third down for Greenville, even though this is 4-down territory. 3rd and 10, that's a big ask against this Terrell defense. Johnson steps back, looks to his right. It's a low throw, and it is incomplete. Looking for Michelle. Michelle says he's got it, and one ref says he got it. The other receiver says no, and it looks like the one who said he got it is going to prevail. So that's going to be. It's not a first down though, so it's 4th and 1. Once again, Michelle looked like he jumped early, fakes the handoff. Johnson keeps it himself. Very effective play tonight with the ride and then the keeper, and AJ gets a first down inside the 10. It was a pretty good catch by Michelle. That was right off his shoe tops. Once again, single receivers either side. Handoff this time. No, it's a fake once again. AJ still got it. He's trying to find the end zone, and he's bumped out of bounds. He never went down. He just kind of looked down at the guy that tried to tackle him and said, hey, you didn't get me down, partner.
There is a flag on the play, so we'll see what that's going to be. Might be a holding call on Greenville.
Oh, that's huge. That is huge. That was a first down and goal from the 8-yard line, so that'll bring it back to the 18-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal from there. That's a big one. That's a big one. Got Xander Gonzalez in at right guard alongside Isaiah Wells, Nick Just, Victor Osornio, and Richard Medina on the left side. Fakes the handoff. Johnson straight up the middle. He's got some room, runs over a guy, and he's inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so it was 1st and goal, on the 18-yard line, but quickly turned into 2nd and goal from the 5.
Once again, Johnson on the keeper, and boy, nice tackle in there. That was a really good play. Johnson trying to make something happen. They give him a half a yard, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. This is critical that the Lions get this one in the end zone. They do have 2 plays yet to go. Hands off to Jaden Johnson. He's fighting. Looked like he had a pretty good hole off left tackle, but it was quickly closed by the linebackers. And Johnson didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4th and goal. This is big. Once again, Johnson's going to keeper, and he's not going to get in the end zone. So the Lions once again turn it over on downs here at second time in the here in the second half, and that drive, what was very promising, that 10-yard holding penalty, even though Johnson came back with about a 15-yard gain, that was crucial.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the Lions went to the well a couple of times too many there with Johnson on the. He rides Jaden Johnson and then keeps it, and Terrell's just been looking for AJ any way they can to stop him.
Yeah.
So Terrell starts deep in their own territory, Bentley. It would be great if the Lion defense can stiffen right here and force turnover on downs.
Well, and we've seen him make some big plays.
And here comes a big play. Running back is loose. Looked like there might have been a face mask at the 25-yard line, but that's a Terrell first down on Chase Bingman on the carry.
Yeah, and that was number 40, Cade Coles, that came in there at the end to help him finish off the tackle there.
Bingman came in with 1,278 yards, and he's making a significant contribution to that yardage. He's got to be pretty close to 200 yards. Although Ambers has got quite a few himself, and they're both pretty good football players. Quarterback keeper this time. And running out of bounds on the far side.
There is a flag on the play back around the offensive line, so we'll see if that's a holding call.
Did I hear Patrick just identify that as number 2? That would be Hambrick in there at quarterback.
I didn't quite hear myself.
Okay, we'll credit Hambrick with that run, but there is a hold against the Tigers. So a 10-yard step off. Going to move the ball back. Looks like it's going to be spotted at about the 17-yard line of Terrell. Like Tommy Stretch is getting a little time in there at nose guard on defense for the Lions. Senior. Wears number 60 on his back. I'm sorry, that's Josh Brock.
Yeah, so 1st and 20 for the Tigers from their own 17-yard line here with a little under 3.5 minutes left to go.
That ball almost intercepted on the far side by Caleb Yost. That was Elijah Stafford on the throw. He's more of the throwing quarterback, I guess, and Hambrick may be the running quarterback. Lyndon Henderson normally runs this Terrell offense, and he broke his hand a couple of weeks ago. He was really effective last year for the Terrell Tigers. Here's a handoff. Running back this time is Collard after only maybe a 4 or 5 yard gain. So the Lions do a better job on that defensive line and linebackers stopping that one. 3rd down, still a long way to go. We'll call it 15 for Terrell. They lead 35-20 with 2:50 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of the really exciting ball game here tonight. 17 on the play clock as Terrell's trying to come up with what they want to do here on this 3rd and long. Fake inside reverse, and Sampson's got all over that one. Johnny Sampson with a good tackle right at the 25-yard line. And that was big Keandre Johnson.
It was.
Taking the inside handoff, so I'm sure Sampson really felt that one, but a good form tackle by the middle linebacker.
Yeah, Keandre Johnson's a pretty big dude, but Sampson didn't let that stop him.
So Terrell's forced into a punting situation. Back deep for the Lions, standing at his own 45-yard line, waiting the kick from Juan Abundes. Low snap. Abundes gets it off. It's a low kick. It's going to bound at the 45, take a Terrell roll, and come to rest right at about the 31-yard line. We're going to take a quick break, get a drink of water. We'll be right back with Greenville First Down. Bob Muty alongside Bentley Love. First down, Greenville. Ball spotted at their own 30-yard line. They trail by 15. Late in the 3rd quarter, 1:40 remaining. Oh, high snap. Taken this time by Payton, who was in there at the shotgun formation. And Dadrian Payton uses his speed and quickness to get a first down.
Yeah, and quite the tackle there as he got tripped and kind of did a little bit of a flip there, but it looks to be all right and still was able to pick up the first down as it's 1st and 10 now from the Greenville 43-yard line.
I think he had to do a little improv there, but he did a great job of it. First down, Greenville. A.J. back there takes a snap this time, hands to the running back. That's Greg Washington. Washington bounds his way up to the 50-yard line. Lions are moving the ball between the 20s, but when they get down inside the red zone, they're stalling. Let's see if they can keep it going. 2nd and 3. Fakes the handoff. Johnson's loose. Down at the 40. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Down to the 15, 10, 5. A.J. into the end zone for a Greenville touchdown.
Yeah,
how many tackles did he break on that one?
I counted about 3 or 4, and there was nothing but green grass left ahead of him as he just trotted on into the end zone there for a Lions touchdown.
Talked the big guy rumbling, but he showed a little speed there.
He did. He did.
Got those long strides going.
I wouldn't want to try and tackle him in open field.
Well, the one Terrell DB tried to get him by the shoot stops, but he stepped right out of that tackle. Here's near as just Nick Just kick is blocked and rolls out of the end zone. So Terrell's been getting some pressure, and it looked like maybe Jaden Hall got in and got a hand on that one. So the conversion is no good. The Lions trail 35-26. So they're in a little bit of a hurt now.
Yeah, need a touchdown and a field goal. And need a touchdown, an extra point, and a field goal to tie it up or to take the lead.
Yeah, if that conversion would have been good, they'd only been down 8, and they could have. It's a one-possession game, but now, due to that block kick, it's a two-possession game. So that is big.
Yeah. The good thing is, though, they do still have a whole quarter left to play.
46 seconds remaining here in the third. Lions giving Terrell Tigers as much as they want. Can they stop them?
We'll see. Only time will tell.
They did force one punt here in the second half, which I think maybe was the second, maybe third Terrell punt of the night. Let's see if Coach Jackson has some kind of a trick play here on the kickoff. Nick Just going to be handling the duties. I wonder if Reagan Goggins is okay. I see him standing on the sidelines. Has he been in on the defense?
I haven't noticed him much.
Could be that Mr. Goggins is not feeling particularly well tonight. So Nick Just, short approach. And here's a kick. It's a medium kick, taking it to 25. Loose at the 40, 50, at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown. I think that's Chase Bingman once again.
Is.
And that's the danger in kicking it long, I guess.
Yeah, you kick it to a guy like Bingman, and you better be ready to block a run back.
And the coverage, I don't think anybody on the coverage team actually even got a hand on Bingman.
No, his blockers got out in front of him and did their job, and he was able to watch and find the holes and was able to run that one back a long way.
Well, that's a backbreaker. Quick score from Chase Bingman. 75 yards on that kickoff return for a Terrell score. Here's Abundis' kick, almost blocked, but it's good. It makes the score Terrell 42, Greenville 26, 34 seconds remaining. Bentley and I'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Terrell kickoff. And we are back. As I said, 34 seconds remaining in this. Can we call this one a track meet?
Yeah, we'll say it's a track meet that's got some hurdles. As they're, it's not quite a track meet. I'd say track meet is both teams over 35 points, but maybe running hurdles here.
What's going on over there in Melissa?
Melissa and Lovejoy, it still appears to be tied at 7 at halftime.
Here's Abundis' kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against Terrell. Tried the pop-over kick, and I wonder if the Lions will elect to take that at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see.
This has been an interesting game to watch, mostly offense. So if you're a defensive guy, as I think I've used this before, Bentley and Matthew, as my brother-in-law says, the defenses are on the field for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have to say, though, this game would be a lot more high-scoring if there weren't any defenders out there.
Well, there's no doubt about that. We've seen some good plays tonight by Khalil Parker, Jonathan Sampson, Ruben Enriquez. Had some turnovers. Greenville's been fortunate to recover a couple of turnovers.
Yeah,
By Terrell, but Terrell's been able to overcome those mistakes. And now the Lions will start at their own 35-yard line. A.J. is in at quarterback. He's got Jaden Johnson next to him. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Johnson looking downfield. Looks like they're going to the passing game. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how that one got to Dadrian Payton, but it did. And Payton goes down hard. Guajardo really put the hit on Payton, but not before he got a first down.
Yeah, and I'd argue with you that Payton put the hit on him.
Well, I thought the ball was going to be intercepted.
Oh, I did too, for sure. But he was able to come up with it somehow. Still not 100% sure how that happened.
Adrian Payton's just a junior wide receiver. He's got some skills. There's no question about it. There's a fake handoff, and A.J.'s in trouble as the buzzer sounds, ending the third quarter. It's going to be a loss of a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 11, and we're going to take a break with the officials as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
Introducing GEUS Smart Pay, a prepaid electric service. The smart way to manage your energy bills. With GEUS Smart Pay, you're in control. No monthly bills, no late fees, no disconnect or reconnect fees, and lower or no deposits. GEUS Smart Pay. Smart, simple, and electricity on your schedule. Sign up today at 903-457-2800.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve an
Okay, 2nd and 11 for Greenville. Ball is spotted at their own 45-yard line. Started here of the fourth quarter. Lions trail 42-26 to the Terrell Tigers. Fake handoff, and Johnson keeps it again, and that was a bad decision because he's running around, and they can't bring him down. I don't know where they're going to mark this, but he'd have been better off going down way further up the field, but he kept backtracking, and they finally brought him down what would be a 20-yard loss.
Yeah.
Well, the officials have agreed to mark it at the 30-yard line, so that's a 15, 16-yard loss. That pretty much puts a quietus on this drive, I would think, unless Johnson can find Payton on a long one. Penalty on the play as Johnson scrambles to his left. He just backs his way out of bounds. That'll be a fourth down situation for the Lions. Well, that was a disappointing turn of events there. I think Johnson has the option there, Bentley, to either hand the ball off to his running back or keep it himself. And I think he's kind of gotten it in his mind that he can get yardage anytime he wants, and that's just not the case. And I think he's made some bad reads in there, which have resulted in big losses. Garcia takes a high snap from punts formation, gets a good kick away. Going to be fielded. That's Bingman at the 35-yard line, running to his left. It's a good wall of blockers. He's running down the left side, cuts back, coming back across the field, breaks a tackle, still going. He's brought down eventually at the 27-yard line. The kid is he's an outstanding player.
Yeah, Bingman, I'm not going to say their whole offense runs through him, but the vast majority of it does, and he's been a problem for the Lions all night, unfortunately.
Well, you talk about versatility. Clearly he's a heck of a running back, but the returns that he's done from the punts and the kickoffs have been just outstanding.
Matthew wanted to apologize. He accidentally pushed the wrong button, so y'all didn't see that play. But it was quite the return by Bingman. But if y'all are all Greenville fans, you might not have wanted to see it anyway.
That's called selective camera work.
We know what you want to see.
Second and 5 for Terrell. 10 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Terrell on the move once again. They lead 42-26. There's a penalty on the play as Orlando Thompson cuts back and is into the end zone for a touchdown, but I think this one might be coming back. It's a procedure call against Terrell.
Well, we'll take it. Keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, the Lion defense has been on the field and chasing people like Bingman and Hall and Hambrick and Stafford all night long, and those guys all have tremendous speed.
Yeah.
Greenville's noted for speed of their own, but they don't have nearly the speed on defense outside of Daniel Renner that the offense has with people like Washington and Jaden Johnson and Dadrian Payton. Those guys can fly. Okay, net result here is that the Tigers, have second down and 10. And the ball is spotted back at the 27-yard line of Greenville. Two receivers to the right. Stafford hands off and quickly brought down is the running back. And that's probably Enriquez on the tackle.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. Oh, 26, Khalil Parker.
Found out about the reason for the change from 59 to 29. It was because he was playing some tight end H-back, and you can't wear 59 if you're playing that position, so they changed his number to 26.
Interesting.
And here's a handoff, pursued, coming around the right side and stumbling. Fortunately for Greenville, the running back Thompson lost his footing. I think that was a turf monster that might have gotten him.
I think you might be right, and that's real fortunate for Greenville because that could have been a pretty big pickup.
Yeah, fourth down and a long 7 now, and the Lions have an opportunity to get a turnover on downs, and boy, they could use it. Garcia comes off the field, replaced at the right outside linebacker. Stafford fakes a handoff. He's looking downfield, throwing, and he undershoots his receiver at the 10-yard line. So that'll bring up a first down for Greenville.
Yeah, turnover on downs. Greenville's going to get the ball right at the 24-yard line. So a good turn of events this time for the Lions as they need about 16 points here.
Well, kudos to the defense on that series because Terrell was clearly moving the ball after that nice punt return by Bingman.
Yeah.
That nobody saw. Okay, Lions have the ball first down now. Let's see if they can get something. High snap. Handoff this time to the running back. Short yardage. That was Washington on the carry. 2nd and 8. Still kind of would love to see the short passing game introduced back into the Greenville offense.
Yeah, I agree.
And instead, Johnson is looking deep. Now he's going to scramble at the 30. Runs out of bounds at about the 34. That'll be close to a first down. They might give him the 35, and that is a conversion. He's done a lot of damage scrambling tonight.
Yeah, he has. He really has. And that's been a huge part of Greenville's offense, not only tonight, but all season long.
First down, Lions. Handoff, and nothing doing that time. Running back stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That was Washington again, so 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Clock running, 7:30 remaining in this one. Lions going to have to go to the whip. They need 16 points to tie this one up. Still operating in their own territory. Fakes the handoff. Johnson on the keeper. Short yardage.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and call that a pickup of about 2. And maybe 3. Yeah, we'll say 2 and bring up 3rd and 8 from the 37-yard line.
It's a critical 3rd down for the Lions if they want to have any chance to stay in this one. Clock running, 6:50 remaining now. A.J. drops back, looking to his left. He's throwing deep, looking for Peyton. Peyton has a man beat, but it's broken up and almost intercepted right at the 10-yard line. That time Johnson couldn't get it as far as Peyton was running. Waited just a little bit too long to let that one go. Peyton had a couple steps on his defender, but the ball was underthrown.
Yeah, so 4th and 8 for the Lions from their own 37-yard line, as I would expect that it looks like they are at least going to go for it here. They really need some points on this drive.
Yeah, you got to try to get something. Johnson looking downfield now. Gets pretty decent protection. Now he's sacked. Gets a pass off, and wow, is that Peyton trying to get to the 1st down yardage? But there is a penalty on the play.
I believe it was Davenport.
I don't know how Johnson got that one away. There were 2 or 3 guys hanging on him, and there's a penalty. It looks like it's going to go against Greenville.
Yeah, they called it a holding call on Greenville, but it looked like it was declined, as it looked like Davenport was about 1 yard short of the gain there.
Yeah, Terrell will take the play, turnover on downs, and they'll start at the Greenville 44-yard line with 6:26 remaining, and they've got a 16-point bulge right now over the Lions. Once again, the defense has been asked to get the ball back.
Yeah, well, and they've been a lot better than the scoreboard shows tonight, I would say.
Well, they're up against a team that's got some quality speed running backs. Here's Stafford looking deep, and he's got his man under the coverage of Aiden Lewis. The receiver just used his body, kept his body between Lewis and the ball, and that was a well-thrown ball by Stafford. And that's going to be a 1st down. Terrell at the 1 yard line.
Perfectly placed. That's a good question.
Well, when you have a quick turnover like that, it wasn't a fumble or an interception, but it was a turnover on downs, and Terrell took advantage. Quick strike offense. Stafford under center now. Hands off. Bingman's into the end zone for a Terrell touchdown. Quick strike offense. Stafford to, I think that might have been Markel Hambrick on that reception.
Yeah, I think you might be right. And then handing off to Bingman as he gets into the end zone for the 3rd or 4th time tonight.
Yeah, he had 24 TDs coming in, so he's racking them up tonight, yards and touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns. That's a bunch of touchdowns.
Yeah. I think he's got, he may have Division I talent. He's not big. We talked about him being like 5'8", 165 pounds, but he's got such great speed, and he can break tackles.
Yeah.
They're going for 2, so I don't know what Terrell's doing here, but pass is broken up nicely in the end zone. It's intercepted. Great play on defense. That Enriquez?
It is.
Ruben Enriquez makes a great play, and the Lions are offsides. Oh, goodness. What a shame. I don't understand why Terrell would go for 2. because that's just flat running it up.
Yeah, I don't particularly understand that either.
Great play by Enriquez to step in front of that one and intercept that pass intended for a receiver right at the back of the end zone. So that'll be a half the distance penalty. So Terrell's lining up for with PAT. Quick pitch to Bingman, and he eludes a tackler and steps into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So maybe they just wanted to get an even 50.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, don't quite understand that, but in any event, 1 point or 2 points doesn't quite make a whole lot of difference at this stage of the game, Bentley.
No, it really doesn't. But maybe they had a tiebreaker with somebody or something, and it was going to come down to pointage.
Could be. Could very well be. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the Terrell kickoff. 5:50 remaining in this one. And here's the kickoff from Juan Abundis. That's a real short kick, and it's taken at about the 37-yard line on the far side of the field. That's Davenport on the reception. So once again, the Lion offense will start with good field position.
Yeah, starting right at their own, I believe that was like the 37-yard line or so.
Well, Coach Jackson's had the offense try some trick plays tonight. Unfortunately, they resulted in some penalties because guys weren't exactly sure what to do. They've been working on Terrell for 3 weeks, but some of it, I guess, just didn't sink in.
Yeah.
Here's a quarterback looking for Isaiah Williams. And Williams got the reception. That's his first of the evening. And it's going to be a pickup of about, 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, they're going to mark him about a yard short there.
Good throw and catch by Johnson and Williams there. Williams now goes to the right side. He's in the slot with Peyton over there. I think maybe Peyton's on this side, so that'd be Davenport. Johnson in trouble. And he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up third and about, we'll call it 6 to go here from their own 41-yard line.
I wonder if Mr. Keandre Johnson got another sack. Wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, 9.5 sacks coming into this game. That's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
3rd and 7 for Greenville. A.J. takes a snap. Scrambling now. Looks downfield. Finds his man. It's Michelle. And Michelle is down for a first down inside the 40-yard line. Nice throw and catch that time by Johnson and Michelle.
Yeah, and they're going to call that 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. So a big pickup there by the Lions.
Michelle now is split out into one of 3 receivers on the right side. Now he's in the slot. Johnson's looking downfield. Michelle is open, and Johnson just throws it out of bounds, and there's no receiver in the area, and it did not make its way back to the line of scrimmage. So we might see a grounding call on that one.
Doesn't look like they're going to call anything.
Well, that'd be a good thing. Was there I didn't see a receiver. Maybe
I didn't either personally, but we'll see. They haven't put the ball down just yet.
Looks like going to be 2nd and 10.
Oh, there's the flag and the intentional grounding call.
Yeah, that's the right call. A.J. was just under a tremendous amount of pressure, and he wasn't able to get it beyond the line of scrimmage.
When it happened? Yeah.
So that's a spot foul where he threw it, where he was standing when he threw it out. That's where it gets spotted. So another huge loss. That's a loss of about 14 yards. So, and that's a loss of down also. It's 3rd and 24. It's a big ask, but Johnson's back. Little blitz, and he completes the pass, and the receiver is trying to get to the first down yard. He's getting a little help from Isaiah Williams.
Yeah, and he did find Peyton there.
Yeah, good throw by A.J. to Dadrian Payton, his favorite receiver, and this is a very manageable 4th down now.
Yeah, I'd agree. 4th and call it 4.
Ball's at the 30-yard line with 3:38 remaining. Be nice for the Lions to be able to get a conversion here and push this one into the end zone for a little moral victory.
Yeah.
4th and 4. Strong left. Johnson looking downfield. Blitz. Pass is complete. On the far side, that'll be a first down. And once again, that's probably number 10.
Yeah, I believe it was. And they got the 4 yards they needed, and they got a lot more than that, too.
Nice conversion that time as Johnson finds his favorite target, junior Dadrian Payton. Payton stands 5'11", weighs 175 pounds, and he's possessed with some really good speed and a tremendous pair of hands. 1st and 10, Lions. Once again, Johnson back in trouble, breaks a tackle, rolling to his left. Probably going to run out of bounds at about the 22-yard line, so that'll be a loss of yardage. But it stops the clock with 2:42 remaining.
Yeah, and he was able to escape what could have been a huge sack there. So he lost a yard, but way better than losing 10 yards.
This would be one of those times that if you've got a draw play or a screen pass in your arsenal, and probably not something Coach Jackson's had time to install, but boy, with the way they're coming after Johnson now, a little screen pass would be a really effective play.
Yeah.
2nd and 11. Once again, Johnson's dropped back, and now it looks like he's looking for a screen pass, but he can't get it off. Gets a completion on the far side, but it's going to be for no or minimum yardage. That was Michelle, I think, on the reception.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to get him about 1 yard there and get him back to the original first down marker and bring up 3rd and 10 here on the play.
Yeah, it looked like they almost were going for a screen pass there, but I don't know why Johnson didn't let it go if it was a screen. We'll see. 3rd and 10. Ball spotted just outside the 20-yard line of Terrell. Here's a pass, and once again, Johnson overshoots his receiver. That was is that Caleb Hale on the intended target?
Right. Yeah.
So 4th and 10 as the Lions struggle to keep this drive alive with 1:59 remaining in this one. They trail by a score of 50-26. Senior quarterback, 6'3", 220-pound Anthony Johnson. We'll call him AJ. Looks downfield. He's got some time this time. He throws to his left and throws it out of bounds, but there's a penalty on the play. Ball really was uncatchable, so I doubt they'll leave that flag go. They might pick that one up, Benton.
Yeah, we'll see here in just a second. I mean, I did see a little shove there, but I don't know. And there it is.
Yeah, I didn't see much from the defensive back, but there was a flag dropped on the play. Let's see what they decide to do. And they are going to charge him with a penalty. So this will be a Greenville first down. So still alive are the Lions, at least on this series.
Big pickup as that brings it to 1st and 10 from the 11. So they can get a first down here without getting a touchdown, but it'd be kind of hard to do that, I would say. Junior
Braden Maps, the right guard in the offensive lineup, runs off the field, replaced by Xander Gonzalez. 1st and 10 Greenville from the 11-yard line. Looking to his left, and that ball is intercepted, I believe, by Markel Hambrick. Looking for the intended target, looked like it had been Nathan Michelle there. And Hambrick climbed the ladder, and that's the first interception that Johnson's had tonight. There's been a couple others that were very nearly intercepted, but that time Hambrick does a really good job. Jumps up in front of Michelle and intercepts right at the goal line. So the ball will come out and be placed at the 20-yard line, where the Tigers will take over, hopefully with their second unit.
Yeah, and I doubt we see him run any real crazy plays here. I mean, they might have to run a couple, given there's still almost 2 minutes left on the clock. But I would think it's majority running and just try to get a first down, and then you can kneel it out.
There's a handoff this time. It looks like Thompson on the carry. And that is I think that's a different quarterback. I wonder if that might be Lyndon Henderson in the game. I haven't seen number 4 Henderson in the game at all tonight.
Yeah, it looked like that guy's wearing number 5, and that would be Ryson Martin, but he's not listed as a QB on the roster.
Yeah.
But then again, neither is Nathan Michelle, and he's a backup.
Yeah, Martin generally plays quite a bit of defense. He's on a rollout now on a bootleg, and he's got some room to run. My goodness. And he's still going. Finally forced out of bounds by a couple of Greenville tacklers at the Greenville 45-yard line. Another guy with speed.
Yeah, and that is number 5, Ryson Martin, on the playing quarterback for the Tigers right now.
Yeah, they list him as a wide receiver and defensive back, so I don't know whether this is his first opportunity to get under center, but did a nice job deceptively there to fake that handoff and just was wide open on the bootleg. 1st and 10, hands off this time, and pursued by Khalil Parker as the running back, but the running back picks up about 8 or 9 yards. Good tackle that time by Reagan Goggins.
And it looks like there's a player down for Terrell.
Well, we'll take a break while they attend to the injured player. We'll be right back. .28 seconds remaining in this one. The clock is running, so I don't quite understand why. But there was a stoppage for an injury, and it looks like both coaches have decided that we'll just let this one run out. 9 seconds counting down, and you can hear the chairs being backed up in this metal floor as the clock runs out. The teams exchange handshakes at midfield. Final score, Terrell 50, Greenville 26. So Greenville finishes with a record of 3-7, and Terrell finishes with a record of 7-3.
7-3.
Players and even some National Football League players.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see, if he goes to the next level. And